Wah. And stuff, cool bird. And rar and stuff tracking. Okay. Got my stuff posted. I'm actually on time tonight. Everything's going great. Ever played an RPG game called Risen? Right stuff. Julie Zilla Cat. With the Creeper Ragnar. Welcome in. And Ryan Stuff Teen and Dr. Mono. As for, to answer your question, I can't remember if I have played it or not. I vaguely remember a game that may have been called that, but then the things that I remembered about it don't quite line up with whenever I actually looked up what Risen was, so maybe not. Same people that made the Metro series made Risen? Oh. Of course, I've never actually played any of the Metro games either. Oh, it's 75% off. Come on, Steam. Yeah, only less than $4. It's rated pretty highly, very positive. Remastered Full Throttle from '95 is on sale. Yeah, Full Throttle is one that I've heard about a lot, and probably should play because I do kind of like those old point-and-click adventure games. Well, I guess I like a couple of those old point-and-click adventure games. You know, Quest for Glory, all 5 of them. And Tracken had me play The Dig. I'm trying to think, what else was there? What else did I guess, in a way, that one Dragon Riders game that I played. I seem to be looking straight up for some reason. Nope. Weird. I don't know why it's like, ooh, what's up here? Grim Fandango, that one is one that I have played. I got that one for free, I think, on PlayStation Plus at some point. Or, I might have, was it in here? Yeah, I've got it on GOG. That's where it was. Iron Stuff Sticks. That Dragon Riders game, that would have made it into my Bad Dragon Games event if it worked anymore. I can't even install it. And you know what? I'm kind of okay with that. Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine, which you have mentioned plenty of times. A lot of games are on sale right now.
Know what game you can still play? Lair.
You know what? I can fix that. I can make it so I can't play it anymore. Oh no, the disc has flown out the window. What a mysterious and unexpected glitch in the game. I wouldn't actually destroy a game disc, even if I hate the game. You know what's funny? I've loved the Quest for Glory games, but I've never played any of the King's Quest or Space Quest games. And I think they're all made by the... Yeah, I'm saving for Deus Ex Remastered. As soon as it comes out, day one, I'm going to ignore the heck out of it, and we're playing the original. Rar and Stuff Zameth. There was something I was saving for, and I can't remember what it was now. Well, I guess there is Ferality that's coming up, and actually I think that's like a couple months away from now. But then also Avatar stuffs. I still don't know when Stripe is gonna get his new Avatar finished and uploaded and up for sale. I still have not seen anything about it other than I just know it is Dragon and Creature. Trying to decide if you want to do more Marathon or something else. I kind of feel like we've seen what Marathon has to offer, unless you can do that cryo thing. And something tells me you're going to need a full group for that one, if you want to fight the Sphit thing. It really sucks that that game just wasn't what it should have been. Now you're saying you like it, and that it's an extraction shooter, but a lot of people seem to be bouncing off of it. So yeah, need people to play with to do cryo. Yep. I'm guessing pugging is not an option. Not for something like that. And the fact that you have to bring your own gear that has to be worth some amount of money. It's a serious limitation on it. Also means that everyone else that comes in, they know.
How skibbity.
They know that you are bringing in a dragon fruit that is worth at least $5,000. But you're not getting this one. Alright, stuff Zep. So other players are going to be looking to gun you down and take all your stuff. What do you even get for beating the Sphit compiler guy? Anything? Anything good? Anything worth the trouble? The good feelings that you got to fight an enemy from the original Marathon? Yeah, high-level competitive play is just not your thing. Mine neither. I just can't dedicate myself to mastering a game to that extent. Even games that I like. What was it? There was something else. There was something that I was actually keeping an eye on and thinking about, you know, possibly contemplating getting, and just kind of bouncing back and forth on whether or not I should. And I can't remember what it was now. Guess it must not have been that important. The game's first red weapons. It's the tier above legendary. Woo! Pong. I don't know if I can afford Pong. That's a little too premium. Sure, there's lore drops too, but people you watch play don't give a shit about the lore. Yeah, I kind of figured. There's two different groups of people that play that game. There's going to be the ones that are all about the shooty gun bang bang, and then there's the people that are just there for the Marathon lore and story. And never shall the two meet. Except on the battlefield, where the people that are about the shooty gun bang bang, they win, and they take all your stuff. Thing that I've been working on with the avatar business. I started doing over the weekend, and it became a whole ordeal. I think the end result of that is I'm going to make no changes to the base model, but I am going to go ahead and re-update my avatar from the base model, because apparently at some point some things got a little finangled in ways that they shouldn't have been. But I'm not going to try to do anything with the arms or the things. One of the things that I did notice, or at least a theory I have, is that the arms are actually the correct length. Because whenever I go into VRC, I can actually, like check my arms and I do the thing, and it's like, trace finger, and it's like, okay, this is about where the elbow is. That's about roughly correct on the avatar. And, wrist is here. But then there's the problem of the shoulders. And I think that's where I'm having the issues with the arms kind of being a little wonky. Because for size comparisons, I put the Aster Dragon into the same project with the Z Dragon, so I could get arm length and maybe get the proportions correct. And that's when I noticed that there's actually a fair bit of difference between like where the shoulders are, and then neck and head between the Z Dragon and the Aster Dragon. And I think the Aster is more correct human proportions. Z Dragon is a little bit off. And that might be where things are getting a little... Not a whole lot I can do about that. Glad you've been encountering friendly players while you're playing as Rook. Yeah, that's actually really cool. Whenever I think it was the last time you were playing, and you ran into some other people who were just like, oh yeah, we left some stuff back up that way for you if you want it. And it wasn't a trick, and they didn't shoot you in the back. Also, Rar and Stuff Detective Basil. I don't know if I can't remember if I roared at you because I am very scattered tonight. Rar and Stuff Darthwing Games. The lack of sleep over the past days, week, so however long it's been, finally caught up with me today. Had a statewide severe weather awareness week. They tested out your sirens today. Did you not have those before? All right, we got weather sirens just like a couple blocks away from here. They test them the first Wednesday every single month. It's a little annoying, but every time, whenever it's the first Wednesday, and I hear the sirens, and like, oh, what day is it? It's a bright and sunny day, so it must be the first Wednesday. Rar and Stuff Marf. We have them, but we also have them tested the first Saturday of every month at noon. Okay. You got the first month's Wednesday ear shattering too. Yep, and it's just a few blocks away, so I can hear it inside the house. What's funny is that you're not really... Those sirens aren't meant to warn people that are indoors already. They're meant to tell people that are outside, get inside. One of your coworkers was right under one of them when he was trying to mark gas. Oh, I am so sorry to hear about that. How are the dust storms in Texas? I haven't heard about them. We occasionally do get them, though. Rar and Stuff BP. Back whenever we did have two cars, my car would always sit outside either on the driveway or on the street, and whenever a dust storm would blow through, it would need a car wash. Do lower parts of Texas get hurricanes? Very rarely, but sometimes yes. I am far too north. I am up in, you know, Fort Worth, Dallas, that area. So they don't venture this far north. We might get some rain out of the occasional one that swings by, but nothing serious. In a way, we actually have to worry more about tornadoes here. But the closest I've ever been to one was a couple miles away. And it was going the opposite direction. Most powerful tornado? I don't know what the F rating on it was. It definitely wasn't a 4, though. But it was many, many years ago. And we had a storm blowing through. And I distinctly remember my mom wanted to just go out and look at it. But at the time, the foundation of the house had shifted and the front door was pretty well solidly sealed shut. So she'd open up the garage door and just stand in the garage and watch the storm. And I look out there, it's like, what's going on? And I see debris flying through the air. And I say, inside. We need to get inside right now. And it was at that moment the power went out, so we couldn't actually close the garage door without switching it back over, like unhooking it from the motor and getting it to manual and then closing it. And at that point, bigger problems. But I've never had a tornado blow close enough that it actually was a threat. Apart from that one, which was a couple miles away, but as I said, it went the other way from us. It was close enough to start slinging some stuff in the air, and the debris was visible. But the actual tornado was pretty far away. Well, somewhat far away. I think there was one that went through Fort Worth, like downtown Fort Worth, many years ago, and caused a whole lot of devastation on all the big buildings there. Broke many windows. I think that was Fort Worth. Might have been Dallas. Downtown Fort Worth tornado. It was back in 2000. Yep. Oh. So, whoosh. Yep. Behold. Many missing windows. Squish. Does NASA still have a site in Houston? I honestly don't know. I think most of the space stuff is out of Cape Canaveral now. That's actually an interesting thing to look up. NASA Houston. Is that still a thing? Could Space Shuttle Discovery soon move to Houston? Houston booms caused by meteor. NASA Space Center in Houston, bringing people and space closer together. And here I thought we were supposed to social distance. But it doesn't sound like there's actually, like, operations that happen here. Just, tourism. I remember one time there was a museum that they had, I think it was probably a replica of the space shuttle, but it was the display, and you could actually walk inside it and, you know, explore around, but they had it, like, tilted. I don't entirely understand why they did that, because it's not like they're simulating zero gravity by slanting everything. But it was kind of cool to walk through that. Ever been to Galveston? Nope. See the battleship? Also nope. I've been to San Antonio to see the Alamo. I have family that lives over there. My uncle He broke a piece of the wall off, which you are definitely not supposed to do, and just said, "Here, take this." I still have it. I've been to Austin, but that was for like, I was real little at the time, and it was because my mom had like some kind of a business trippy thing. And I was mostly just staying in the hotel for that. USS Texas is the last pre-dreadnought battleship. Yeah, they stopped making battleships because carriers were taking them out so easily. You just need some fighters, some bombers, torpedoes, and your big boat is now a big fish home? Whatever. A coral reef attraction. Only ship to fight in World War I and II. You know, back whenever I played World of Warships, I don't think I ever had the Texas. It was probably a higher tier than I ever actually advanced to normally. And most of the ships that I had were actually premium ships that BP bought me. Battleship was the Tirpitz. That's what I drove. I was bad at it. I was bad at everything in that game. I think it would be kind of cool to go and visit the Texas in Texas. Just kind of explore it and look around, walk around inside it. Because I have never been inside a battleship, for real. A real battleship. I've been inside video game battleships. Who hasn't? The only surviving Dreadnought era battleship that served in the qualifiers get more and more specific. I don't think are there any battleships still in service? Like, any battleships at all? Battleships still in service. No. All the remaining Iowa-class ships are our muse. Oh, museums. Yeah, like I said, whenever carriers came out and they just saw how easily it was for fighter bombers to just dump some torpedoes in the water and take out a big, expensive battleship, they stopped making those things. Last Iowa-class battleship to be retired was the Missouri in 1992. Surprised they were still in service that recent. Oh, what was the... let me see if I can find this one video. Dang it. That's right, it's not going to be on this browser. It might be on... might have it on Firefox. Yes, here we go. The Russian Second Pacific Fleet. This is a real fun video. I'm going to put this in my Discord as well. It's called The Voyage of the Damned. And it's a story. It is a fun to listen to, not really fun to live story. And there is a part 2 of it. Was it the Battle of Tsushima? No. Ah, shoot. What was the, BP, do you happen to remember what the follow-up to this one was? I think you were the one that showed it to me in the first place. It is the Battle of Tsushima, when the 2nd Pacific Squadron... Is this the same? Yeah. And then there's part 2. Put this in here too. There. Those are fun things to listen to. It's just good second monitor content. Just don't mute me just yet. In fact, to avoid being muted, how about we just get straight into the game now that I have given you something else to look at. I should have loaded it up first. Now you've done it! Whoosh! Alright, everybody, we're out of here. Pack it up. We got something better to watch, and I think those videos are actually pretty long. So, do I still... No, I already closed them. Dang it. The Iowa-class battleships were reactivated and updated in the 1980s with missile launchers. Fire the missiles! Alright, last time in Neverwinter. We came back to West Harbor through a magical portal gateway so that we could find the place where the Silver Sword of Gith was broken and reforge it. Which we have done. We have it here. This thing has a metric crap ton of stats, just all the stats. It's all of them. Everything it could possibly have, it has them. Regrettably, we no longer have the shards that were giving us passive buffs. So, that's a little sad and disappointing. But now that we have finished here, we can return back to Crossroad Keep. You know, the thing that we always look forward to, where we spend most of our time in this game. And I got my walkthrough. Know that we have the blade and the means to stop the Shadow Man. Let us return to Crossroad Keep and make use of it. Is it your will that we leave? Yes, let's take the song path. Or, yes, let's get out of here. Or, yes, no, let's stay a while and listen. It's the sound of fireworks. Also, all the various regeneration effects we have going on, working pretty good for us. There's the exit. There, go. Oh yeah, we're also decked out in some awesome adamantine armor, which does mean that all of our spells need to be still spelled. Bit of a problem with that, but it's only a temporary problem. There is a fix for it. It's just going to be a while before we see it. The USS Texas was the first U.S. battleship to mount anti-aircraft guns. Kind of important. The first to control gunfire with directors, and the first to receive radar. When did it get radar? Because I know that's a pretty old tech. You know, the story about how carrots improve your eyesight, that was actually because they were trying to obfuscate the reason why they were able to shoot down so many German aircraft. It's like, oh, we just eat carrots so we can see really well. No, they've got radar. Kitty. Early 1940s in the US, so yes. Long ago. Hey Orlin, did you hear about our hometown? It's destroyed and dead? Well, I'm not one to dwell on tragedy. I figure as long as there's work to be done and folks to feed, I might as well make myself useful. I can see why you need me though. The fields here is wild as a feral badger. It's been bit by a kobold. Good news is the ground here's had time to rest since anyone's tilled it last. Not as fertile as our West Harbor, which is also very dead, but good enough, I think. You always were one to do the right thing, so I guess it's no wonder that would lead you to great things. I have nothing to say about our home being destroyed. I'm okay, and that's all that matters. This big propaganda thing for the carrot cartel. Is it true? I've heard that you've reforged the... Yeah, I'm holding on to it. Roadside sentry. Serenity, Captain. I've just come from the roadside. Callum and his men came pursued by blade golems led by... I don't know what it is. Blade golems. Who leads them? I've never seen anything like it. It's as tall as an ogre and dark as night. A Shadow Reaver. And pursuing Callum for a reason, no doubt. Soldier, where's Callum now? He's down at the roadside, sir. He said his men are holding off those monstrosities. I think they're in trouble. Yeah, just what we need now. Most of the patrols are out of the keep or on training rotation. I'll go gather some men, but by the time we're ready to move, it may be too late. Captain, see what you can do to help Callum and stop the Shadow Reaver. Now go! I'm not facing that thing. Let it come to the keep. I shall go immediately. I'm coming with you. You need me to recite the true names. Yeah, I was actually hoping I could put you back in the party. Give me Cassavir, Dobot, and where's Jivi? Jivi. Okay, there is sound.
I've dispatched your minions, fiend. You're alone. Face me.
You will die like all those in Highcliffe, but I shall not soil myself with your blood.
Lol, he soiled his pants.
What foul magic is this?
How dare he respawn them? Can you wait just a minute while we do all this? Wait, did this? Okay, yes, good. Protection from evil. Burp, 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 burp. Oh. It untargeted me.
What is it? Cospaye.
Yes.
Apio no.
And shield. Magical circle. Let me go ahead and pop those as well.
Yes.
Oh, it always takes her so long to cast everything that I have prepped. Okay, magic investment on you. Wait, no, not on yourself, because you are wearing our +5 mithril armor, the shiniest Durg scales, which I was going to wear myself until I decided that I should do the adamantine. Leave for a few minutes and now I am playing. Usually takes a full hour. Yep, I gave chat a couple of videos to distract them, and now we're doing this so that they'll miss things. That is the reasons. And spell resist. Alright, Cassavir's got magic circle on himself. Jeeve can magic circle on herself. Then regular protection from E-bills. Is that everybody? Is that everything? No, it's not. We've still got the Death Ward. Also, does she have the scroll hotkey? She doesn't. Get that in there.
New enemies have revealed themselves.
Where is he? I'm trying to target him so I can... Yeah, he's uninjured. He's fine. And the guy, the Shadow Reaver, he's just like, any day now.
Follow me.
What is this one? Oh, remove paralysis. We don't actually need to use the Sword of Gith. Because, you know, these guys, they're blade golems. So, they're not outsiders, which is what the Sword of Gith is good at. So I'm just going to go ahead and switch back to my adamantine sword. Oh, that was Death Ward.
Yes.
You got anything else you want to throw down? Let's see. Casimir, what are you wearing?
Yes.
What are you wearing right now? Okay, we can give him the +5. And you. Is that all? Oh, no, wait. That's fine. It's fine. It's all fine.
Follow me and quickly.
Oh, I just realized. I need to check this. Examine. Okay, it does have the fire damage enchantment on it. Alright, here we go. Wait. Here we go. Oh, wait. One more thing. One more thing. Haste. Okay, now we go.
I need your
Captain,
clothes,
you must know that Highcliffe is
your
fallen.
boots,
Tell Naval.
and
We
your
can't.
motorcycle.
I failed.
My Emperor! I failed you!
Prey was the cowards who fled the conquest of Highcliffe, but you are an unexpected prize. The King of Shadows will reward me greatly for bringing your lifeless husk before him in the Vale.
When I reach the Vale, it will be to destroy your Shadow Man. Bold words. Too bad they will be your last.
Keep it occupied while I recite the name. It will take some time to recite it, so keep him at bay until I am finished.
Oh, elemental golems. One of each.
Hey. Let our enemies fall
What are you
before
casting?
us.
Flee the scene. Oh, that's right. I gave
Follow
him
me
the
and
haste.
quickly.
The haste thing. What can we do? What should we do?
I can do that. The
fiendish dire rat. They summoned a teeny little rat to go after the robot. Yeah. Jero, get down here. Whoop. And no, that's an imbue item. Yes, you don't have it either. There. Jeeve, where are you? You need some healing done? Ask Jeeves. Divine power, righteous might, battle tide, and recitation.
Let us attack.
She's getting torn to shreds. Very hip Emperor Palpatoons.
To shreds,
To shreds, you
you say.
say. You done yet? Nope, he's still going. He's still doing the thing. Uh-oh. Cassavir, what happened? Nope. All your golem guys are dead.
Shadow.
And that Shadow Reaver's about to have a really bad day. Greater Missile Storm.
Illithid, Mind Flayer Slave.
And Jeeve, go ahead and just pick him up. We got a resurrection in here, don't we? Don't. Oh, there it is. Blap! Oh, he's got some mithril armor. Where'd you get that, dude?
I arrived too late to help you. And Callum as well, it seems. This war has cost us much. And it is not yet over.
So we either see nothing at all, or we see magical sparkles. Callum delayed the Reaver, allowing us to stop that abomination. He died a noble death.
It is true, Sir Naval. Callum died bravely, fighting evil to the last. And there is no greater honor than to give one's life in the service of good.
You are right, Captain. It is a difficult thing to lose such a friend, but your words make the burden easier. But why was Callum here? He was tasked with holding Highcliff.
Before he died, Callum said that Highcliff has fallen.
A Reaver falls, and so does Highcliff. It seems no matter what our victories, the King of Shadows' influence grows. I must bear this news to Lord Nasher. We will need to ready the Neverwinter forces to march on Highcliff. But before we commit our soldiers, Crossroad Keep must be prepared. Make whatever preparation you need at your keep. Then speak to me when all is ready for the army to march on Highcliff.
It seems the Shadow Reaver has granted us a boon. With its death, we have the tome it held. The Tome of Iltkazar. This may hold the key to reaching the King of Shadows. But I think we should consult Aldenon in Crossroad Keep to be certain.
The Tome of Alka-Seltzer. The Golem Blade. Part of the process in creating a blade golem involves crafting of a powerful magic sword to serve as one of the golem's arms. Usually the sword becomes a part of the golem, losing all enchantments if the golem is destroyed. But the exceptional power and craftsmanship of this particular sword allowed it to survive its golem's destruction. It's a great sword, +3, does extra 1d6 slashy damage, +3 to strength, massive criticals. It'd be a really good sword if any of us used great swords. And a ring of power. How many of these do we have now? Yep. Ring of power.
Yes.
Cassavir, you have one, don't you? Oh, you have a lesser ring of power. Well,
Yes.
direct upgrade for you.
Yes.
Yes. Bop. And that's junk to sell. Yes. Wrath of Kodasirith.
What is it?
I gave somebody else a ring of power.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Pets. Say yes to pets. We got a, necklace of fireballs, another ring of elemental resistance.
Yes.
Actually, no, he's got a ring of protection. And the ring of, what does this do for you? Acid, cold, electrical, and fire resistance 15. And the ring of power gives not acid, but fire, electric, and ice. But also freedom of movement and regen. And, you know, it's fine not having resistance to everything if you're getting regeneration.
Make your path mine.
Ring of major fire resistance. How about ring of everything resistance? Or,
yes.
Or you have the, oh, dang it, you gave it back to me. This does have regeneration. So, here you go.
Mine.
Right, give me this. You can have it. No, you already have it. Derp.
Yes.
We got things to sell. The Cape of the Fire Bath. Everybody have capes? Not you.
Yes.
You have cape. It is... Oh, the Nymph Cloak.
What is it?
If everything is on fire, then is it a ring of everything resistance? It could be, if everything is on fire. But then everything else would need the ring too. You'll be safe. But then you're just...
Yes.
That's quick save. But then
Follow
you're just
me and
being left out
quickly.
of the group. Because everybody else is on fire except for you. Where are we? Is there anything here? Looks like our haste is faded, except
Yes.
we have as many hastes as we want.
Sorry, no face. I am listening.
Now we're fast. Oh, this is as far as we go. Bonk. Invisible wall. How close are we to leveling? Very. Okay, cool. Roadside sentry, he's still standing right here now. He's like, "Alright, this is where I'm gonna live." Funny little story about Bonk. Ever played Dragon Warrior 1? Yeah, that was actually my very, very first RPG ever. This guy has nothing else to say. Back when I was little, Nintendo Power did a promotion where if you subscribed, they would send you a copy of Dragon Warrior 1 as well as a whole bunch of books and manuals and things to help you get through the game. And that was my first RPG. Bicycle, ring of protection +3. I think she's using a +2, so she can have that. Oh, we have another ring of power. Well, never mind. She's got a ring of lesser power. Ring of elemental resistance. I don't think anyone... Wait. Where'd Almond go? The Wicked Union. That's Scythe, isn't it? It's a Scythe. Goodbye, Scythe. Charm of Joy, we're keeping that because we get a bonus to just having it in our inventory. The Tome of Alka-Seltzer. This is a legendary grimoire that once belonged to the Mage King of Alka-Seltzer, a realm of eastern Callum Shamwow that vanished hundreds of years ago. The tome is said to contain many spells found nowhere else, including a means of creating a permanent gate between the planes of existence, and the means to create golem armies. Amulet of Natural Armor +4. That's actually pretty good. Wait, no. Because I was using the... Oh, we got 2 of these. You know what? Stinky Cloud Wand, go away. Wand of Lightning, gone. Paralyze Wand, gone. Fireball Wand, we're just getting rid of all of our wands. Because I never use them, they're just occupying inventory slots and making this look even messier. You can have this emerald. What is this? Stone of Controlling Earth Elementals. That was so useful back in the beginning of the game. Oh, okay, we got things. Wi-Fi downloaded a ton of NES long plays for you to put on the playlist on the home media server. One of them is Dragon Warrior 1. One part of it, the hero goes through the Tachidale Castle, and an NPC is in the way in the corridor, and every time I get to that part of the long play, I just laugh. Oh yeah, the bonking noise, a dong, 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 every time you run into something, or you press in a direction where there is an object or person. Ring of Positive Thinking. That's -1 wisdom, +1 intelligence, and resist negative energy. The negative energy resistance might be useful, but... Darred's note about the Guardian, that the Guardian is in fact a vegetarian. Greater Amulet of Health. Immunity to many, many things, and more regeneration. I should have been wearing this. We got ourselves a bag of holding. The Sly Blade. This is a longsword. It's +3, negative energy, which less useful against all these shadows. And cast displacement. Also just inflicts doom. If we're fighting shadows and we hit them with negative energy, does it heal them? I did not drink. Oh, where? Oh, there is a hydrate. Ooh. Ah. Refreshing. Alright, I'm going to sell the Sly Blade. We have our Eldritch Knight chain shirt that does let us use magic. Because it has the -20% arcane spell failure. It is armor. But it's also capped at +2. And is only a base of 4. So... it's let's see, we go from 38 to 34 with this. That's actually a lot less of a drop than I thought it would be. Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can feel renewal flowing through him. Wand of Arcane Disjunction, that's the Dispel wand. Let's get rid of that. Dispel seems to be a little busted. Since we can't, like, target a specific person, we can only target an area, and I don't want to remove my buffs. Wand of Summoning, gone. Wand of Stinky Cloud, gone. Wand of Fear, gone. Ring of Major Fire Resistance. The Golem's Blade. Can I give the Robe of the Archmagi to Evil Sorcerer Wizard? Okay. So I'm guessing, well, Jero's not even in the group, so I can't even see if he can use it or not. And I need him to grind some of these things up. We've got, oh wait, not that. Shadow Reaver Bones. And the Shadow Residue. Gem of Seeing. It's a pearl thing. Greater Archer's Belt. Anybody missing a belt?
Yes.
You are, but you can't use it?
Yes.
Okay. Necklace of Fireballs. Once its true nature has been perceived, this necklace appears as a golden chain from which hang a number of golden spheres. The spheres are detachable by the wearer, who can easily hurl them over long distances. When a sphere arrives at the end of its trajectory, it bursts into a magic fireball! Different spheres do different amounts of damage. The more damage a sphere deals, the bigger it is. Many such devices have been created by wizards across Faerun, and this particular device bears no distinguishing marks to identify its creator. So it just lets you cast Fireball or Flame Strike. That's it. Gone! We had a second one, didn't we? Thought we did. Maybe not.
Yes.
Cassavir, you holding anything we need to get rid of? Got that Amulet of Aid that we stole from our father back at the beginning of the game, and we're just holding on to it. Maybe use it someday. Golem he's got
Make
nothing.
your path mine.
Ring of Power. Pop that. What is this? The Crossbow of Affliction. And the Ring of Protection. What is this? Ring of Catlin. +2 armor class, and then +3 armor. Okay, so it's a conditional +3. Well, that's just a universal +3, so use that. Okay.
Yes.
We gotta go pick up Jero back from the entrance of this place. I don't know what happened to him. Don't know why he left the group. She got anything? Any more ores for us? Oh, an adamantine ignet. Yeah, just put it with all the rest. Because I think we've got over 50 of them now. Maybe even up to 75. I can't remember how many stacks of 25 we picked up. Oh, all of our buffs are fading away. Jero. Accept. Cancel. Alright, Jero, can you wear this robe? We have a robe of evil, and you are pretty evil.
What is it?
Oh, he can. Black robe of the Archmagi. Although he is wearing armor, the mirrored armor. We'll lose some points there. What does this do for you? AC +5, gives spell penetration, +1 to saving throws, and some little bit of spell resistance. Or, also +3 and +4. That's probably not right. And some spell resistance. 21 or 24. We'll sell the robe.
I am listening.
Kitty. Double click the cat. Spam the muse. I wish I could give the golem some kind of regeneration. I guess I do have you. Here. For all the good it's going to do with this much health.
Follow me and quickly.
Hey, Dad, guess what? Everyone's
The
dead.
men here call you Knight Captain. And
Glad
these
you care.
walls are yours. You have come far.
And a save. And a go inside. Oh, I should put on all my talking stuff. The amulet, the hat, bring out the pig. Just in case there's a diplomacy or whatever check. Ad break starting soon.
Captain, a moment of your time. We caught one of the Grey Cloaks. Sergeant Dobson, accepting bribes from a caravan master.
What?
Dobson, explain yourself to the captain.
Captain, I'm sorry it's come down to this. It's true merchants sometimes pay a little extra to speed along the process. It's almost standard practice among—
Not while wearing my cloak, Sergeant. Pardon. Assuming the captain agrees with me.
Some of the trade laws are too restrictive. The caravan master wanted us to ease up on some of the older laws. We're supposed to confiscate everything from technically, because some lord a century dead had a feather up his— well, you get the idea. The Grey Cloaks don't receive much of a stipend, and customs like this make it easier on us and the merchants.
And are you sure that's all he's trading in? If you don't search for contraband, it could be anything. In my opinion, this sort of behavior has to be eliminated to ensure order. But the decision is yours.
So, she brings up a good point. What if he is bringing in actual contraband? Something that the merchant is trying to smuggle in something and is like, hey, here's some money just to look the other way. But according to the walkthrough... Let's see. What do you think we should do to you, Dobson?
Nothing. Nothing, Captain. I don't think I've really done anything wrong.
This is in the gray area. Just let him go. That's what the guide says. That's not what I would do, but that's what the guide says to do. So, bleh.
Thank you, Captain. I tried to explain that this is just how it's done.
That's enough, Dobson. Thank you, Captain.
Whoop, and we're back here. Okay, so... burp. Yep, that's actually after where we're supposed to be, or where we're at. So, we're following the guide as close as we possibly can, but some things are getting a little bit out of order now. You know what? Let's get rid of all the glowies. Poof. Whoop. And now we have to talk with Algernon. Why, you found the Tome of Alka-Seltzer. Where do you keep finding these amazing things? I really need to take up adventuring when I get the chance. I just got the book. Word travels fast. Oh, well, I ran ahead and told Algernon. It is the Tome of Alka-Seltzer. I had to tell someone. You know, this tome could serve to improve the construct of yours. They were using it to control and empower the blade golems, you know. Ah, you're here. What's this about the Tome of Alka-Seltzer? Do you have it? Yes, Sand. We are all discussing it. You were standing... Well, you were standing like right there. Where'd you go? Where did Sand disappear to? Where'd Quora go? Oh, he's hiding back there. A wand of lightning bolts would have been more useful. Quora, I just sold all of mine because we weren't using them. I think not. The tome is able to create portals. A portal that can be used to help us reach the Vale of Myrtleane and the Shadow Man, provided that we can pinpoint where we need to create the portal in the first place. Know that the eventuality of our path must take us there. If this tome is a gate, then we should make use of it at once. You know, there's a well thought out idea. Give me some time to pore over these pages and find the reference. Then we shall see what can be done. Sand? Hobnar? Hobnar. If you would like to help, you're welcome to stay. Oh, I'd love to. You know what, while we're here...
Yes?
Questions?
No doubt.
Past.
Yes. I imagine the history books have little to say on the matter, aside from my many misdeeds, which is how I wished it. The Jarrow family was once part of the highest nobility of Neverwinter. When growing up, I displayed a certain aptitude for magic, especially the magic tied to the lower planes. With little training, I was able to do spells well beyond my years. and well beyond any training I received in the academies and elsewhere.
And then the ad break finished while we were in conversation. Whoops. Even so, how'd you gain the power that you have now? Or had elsewhere? Have you been to Tamriel?
Yes. You will find that where magic is concerned, one school of thought rarely knows the full range of the art. One should never limit themselves to one teacher, lest they cripple their studies before they are begun.
Even so, how'd you gain the power that you have now? Or had?
Gain it. With the lower planes, the power is always there. It just needs a focus and the will to control it. In my case, it did not take long to master that power. The greater discipline came in using it sparingly so that few could see.
Why'd you do that?
When one displays such power, it does not grant you freedom. It becomes a cage and makes you a target. You will be constantly beset by the problems of others, who will see your power as an excuse to compensate for the lack of theirs. That is never a position I want to be in, nor a philosophy I wish to encourage in others. Nevertheless, I displayed enough talent to be accepted by the Neverwinter court, to be the Jester Mage.
That seems a step down from your aspirations and talent level.
To make my intentions plain, it was a position of convenience and opportunity. One of many. The position allowed me to obtain access to many of the secrets of the Neverwinter, as well as free access to the Academy libraries, their vaults, and the court records. Also, I thought that perhaps my position might give me a greater voice when attempting to convince others of threats that beset us. But that proved to be an ill-founded conclusion.
I would love to see this serious, grumpy guy being the court jester. Jero, tell us a joke. You said the position was one of many?
Oh yes, I had several teachers. Many are dead now through unfortunate circumstances, but not by my hand, I assure you. I sought teaching not only in Neverwinter and Waterdeep, but also across the plains from infernal allies, and even from the Arcane Brotherhood in Luskan.
So, who here believes that he didn't kill his teachers? Show of hands. Demons don't seem like a good source of instruction.
If one keeps the proper perspective and never shows weakness, well, suffice to say there is much that can be learned. Only when one solely listens to the lower planes does it cause blindness of purpose. Oddly enough, it was by walking these dark paths that I saw the greater threats we faced. Shadows were growing stronger around the Mayor of the Dead Men. This was due to the growing power of the King of Shadows.
So what did you do?
I attempted to warn the court of Neverwinter of this, but they were too busy vying for power and holding blades to each other's throats to listen. So I sought allies elsewhere, amongst demons and devils, and even the Githyanki. And I used all the power I had, which was considerable. And by waging a war, by the nature of my allies, I became something others feared. I even gained the name of my enemy, as you proved when you first encountered me in my haven. To think you believed me to be our mutual enemy. The irony runs deep, indeed.
If you were fighting the King of Shadows, why were you fighting us?
Was I ever fighting you? All I recall is you tripping across my path, and my servants. Perhaps if you had sought another means to make your intentions known, we could have coordinated our efforts and none of this need ever have happened.
You blame me?
Of course I blame you. You trampled like a fool child through ruins and libraries, disrupting my search, disrupting my goals. You should have stayed out of affairs you had no knowledge of.
Can I point out that he was killing people that we were there to protect? We would have crossed paths eventually. You needed the shards.
Indeed. And for the sake of amusement, perhaps you can tell me what you would have done.
If you hadn't shut yourself off from the people you were trying to protect, we wouldn't have had the troubles we had.
I concede there is some truth in what you say. But my actions, in light of Neverwinter's view on my goals, I believe were perfectly understandable. Still, you have given me something to think about.
Questions?
No doubt.
Will you tell me the story about how you got the sword now?
Ah.
Damn it.
Some secrets I must have.
Questions?
No doubt.
Why did you choose now to reveal yourself? Ooh.
I have only recently escaped my imprisonment in the lower planes. And since then, I have fought to
How'd you get free?
Let us simply say
Dang
I
it.
had help.
Alright, well, I'm guessing we can't get the thing that I was kind of hoping to get from him, because our influence is a bit on the low side. Hey, influence gained with Jero, 3. And it still wasn't enough to make him like us. Yeah. Tell me about your maps. 2 tasks are left to Guyven. Make a map of the things. Yep, the maps have been working on, or Neverwinter. Okay. Teach me your secrets. Throughout this wide land, you might find sights you never imagined. Yeah, useless. Bah. Why do I even keep him around? Oh yeah, Golem's not going to be down here because he's following me around. The construct stands at attention. Examine. The construct appears to be composed of a series of complex interlocking plates and blades, and it looks as better than things. Wonder if I could have equipped him with that golem blade that I found. Probably not, since it's like fused to his arm. Can't alchemy. How do I upgrade you with the thing? Grabnar's over there. Well, I mean, by over there, I mean Grabnar is assisting Aldenon. Barnes the Firehead Nick. Hey, Kistrel. Kistrel waves his mandibles at you. This may be the very first time any game has ever had a friendly spider.
I cannot carry this weight and still move.
Big and heavy. If I can get one more red dragon hide, we could actually make some armor out of it. But I think that's unlikely to happen. And then Adamantine Ignite, 99. And then there's 9 here. Stack them up. So yeah, we have over 100 adamantine. And not enough weapon or armor molds to do anything with it. Thunk. Oh yeah, Jero's in the party. We can give him the things to grind up.
Yes.
Burrs. Just radiant air essence and that's it? Okay.
Follow me and quickly.
Glowy? Glowy. That is Radiant Earth. Do we have any more of those? I think we only had... Oh, we do. I thought we only had the one. Then we have Radiant Power. Radiant Water. More Radiant Airs. Water. Air. Power. And the power went to the next page. Damn it. In you go. And then recipe books. And recipe books. That is a gem of seeing. Diamonds. Oh, we have 10 diamonds. And then another stack of 3. Hey Golem, can you wear this ring? Too much to hope. Okay.
Yes.
We do have the Tome of Alka-Seltzer. Do I need Grobnar's help with that? Excuse me. Okay. Yep, she just looks at me. Where is Hobnar? Because he's not downstairs. Do I actually have to go outside and bring him into the party? Where'd he go? I need him to upgrade the golem. Aldenon and sand. We got several books that don't matter. There's Quara. And I don't see him anywhere. We have misplaced our gnome. Alright, well, let's see what we are supposed to be doing right now. Yeah, upgrade the construct with the Tome of Azkaban or whatever. I have questions for you. It makes no response. You may want to talk to Grobnar about any questions since he's spent more time with it. Examine. Check Grobnar's repairs. I can craft alchemy, but I don't have the skill for it. Failure.
You know, I wasn't going to say anything, but I did notice Grobnar, surprisingly enough, wasn't terribly careful about some of the glowstone inscriptions. As reluctant as I am to do anything to this huge hulking murder golem, my conscience nevertheless compels me to offer my services, in case leaving it be might cause more trouble.
Go ahead, I trust you.
Very well. Stand back. Well back in case I trigger something we can't stop, and get ready to run.
Sand sets to work on the construct's runes. Success! The construct appears to be standing a little taller, appears tougher and stronger than before. Einit with the raid! Rar and Stuff Raiders, I am Cassedrian. We are playing some Neverwinter Nights 2, and trying to figure out how to upgrade our golem friend here. He is big. You were playing Hollow Knight Silk Song. How is it going? Get any new cool abilities? Vanquish some bosses? You got some more UPS, uninterruptible power supply? Heck yeah, those are expensive. Yeah, checking my guide. Yep, we did that. Yeah, we can't do that for some reason. I guess because we can't find Grobnar to do it. Whoops. Dobson did that. Okay, well, we save. Oh, you got the Dabble Jamps. Boy, they made you wait a long time for that one. I have a great cloak report for you. Spreading our men on both road and field diminishes the effectiveness, but the men have done a great job with the roads. Merchants feel safe, and they throng to the keep. In the surrounding lands, our patrols are strong and have dealt with most threats. It has been a struggle, but our farms are safe. The farms are as safe as the ones on the border of Neverwinter itself. Give me a report. What are we at? We're at 35% time. We have 296,000 gold dollars in the keep with an income of 28,222 gold. We have still 0 recruits, but our gray cloaks are looking good with 351 of them and 301 volunteers. Doesn't feel so bad since Hornet jumps high anyways. Also, you've had the little wall kicky thing for a while. Now you can just do that Metroidvania thing and go back and find more things with the new jumps, which is always my favorite part of any Metroid game. As you go back and you explore places where you saw it before, it's like, oh, I can't get up there, but now you can. Look at all this green. There's no red, no yellow, except for this up here that's just the report. We are doing fantastic. So much better than we were in the other timeline. Also, it said we're at 35%, so I guess we actually are caught up. And we need to, I guess, leave and come back. How about... Hang on, let me just save before we do this. Take me someplace to the path which leaves this area. Follow me! Alright, we need Grobnar in the party now. I don't know what exactly sand did to the golem. Can we see? Is there a thing in here that says... it was one of these 3. Upgrade the armor class, upgrade the health, and upgrade the strength. I'm going to guess it's upgrade the health because he's got a little bit more hit points. Also, it made him stand up a little straighter. It improved his posture.
Yes.
Alright, Cassavir, I need you to take a sit. Grobnar, you are in. You have a levels ups to do, but first...
Some way I can help?
Can you do anything with this tome and the construct?
Oh my word! Yes, yes I can! When we get back home, I'll experiment with this and see what can be done. Hold on to it until then, and we can use it later.
I guess I need to kick both of them out of the party? Alright. We'll try that. You know what? Everybody out. Take me someplace. To the courtyard! Roadside sentry. It's doing good work. Sentrying this side of this road. Just looking at the guide, and time 40%, uneventful. Don't mind me, just gonna slip by you. And no, don't shut the door. Stop teleporting around. Stop teleporting around. Right. Grobnar, you down here? Good.
Some way I can help?
Now can you do something with the tome and the construct?
Oh my word! Yes, yes I can! Let me see what I can do with this. I recited the words, made some adjustments. He seems more powerful somehow.
Somehow. Somehow, Construct returned. Hi, Liz friend. Our fortress is a strong one, great captain. We will make it stronger when the time comes. Okay, I do have pig. I do have hat. We do have necklace. Teleport again. Again. I have news, Captain. A rather large tribe of bugbears has been swarming along our eastern border. I doubt they'll ever threaten the trade road. They're too cowardly for that. But if we don't strike at them, they may become bold enough to begin raiding our lands in greater numbers. Let me know if you want to organize the men to deal with this. Let me just check to make sure that that's all we're doing with this. Like, we're not going to have to set one of our Sergiants to aid with special missions. Although we have Jalbin on special missions, Catriona or Bevel is required to have the best success. Okay. Well, Bevel, he's patrolling the roads, and I don't think we can change him. So, let's have Catriona. What? Oh, she's on special assignment. Perfect. In that case, let's change. And instead, what special mission is available, like the one you just told me about? This is a simple assignment, but possibly quite dangerous. The bugbears on our eastern border must be dispatched. I only hope our men are up to the challenge. We could just let the bugbears alone, I suppose. No. Kill. And we'll send the orders. Okay. You know, I'm going to check downstairs. I want to look at our reagent bag, our magical enchanting bag, to see if we have any more blue diamonds. I don't believe we do. Or am I still carrying it? Is that this bag? It is. Okay. I should have put this away. No, no blue diamonds, just regular diamonds. How can I be of service? Give me a report. What are we at? 37%. Our income is now 32,396 gold. It's too bad that we can't get back to Neverwinter City and the Black Lake District where there was that one merchant that had all the super unique cool stuff. Because that area is just blocked off now. We can't get in. But we are filthy stinking rich and becoming richer by the day. In fact, why don't we see if there's anything that we want to buy? You know, anything that might be useful to our main party. Wizard items. Show me what you got. Greater mantle of spell resistance. Not the spell, though. It's a cloak. Only usable by sorcerers and wizards. Some junk. What's the Staff of Valmaxian? +2 deflection. It's a +3 staff. Uses charges, which I am less excited about. There was an item I wanted. I don't know if this guy has it.
I'll never get bored of dragon fruit.
This too. This is also something I wanted. Ring of Wizardry. Meh, meh. Don't think we need any of that stuff. What's Dragon Blood give you? Radiant Power Essence. I believe we're okay on that. We'll just go. Alright, there was an item that I just remembered existed, and we're gonna go back and get it, since especially The time percent says that we have nothing to look forward to until we get to 42%. We must venture forth to Port Last. How much money do we have on hand? 363,000. I think that'll be enough. Let's also ready up. Which does give us more spell slots, and I'd have to... Blah, 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 blah. Alright. Jarrow, Cassavir, Dobot, and Jiv. That's Port Last. Port Last! Wonder if there's anything going on in this town. What with the Shadow Man happening? Or is this place just too far removed from that? Nobody cares. I'm just gonna go talk to... Yeah? This lady's standing here like, yes, I own this shop now. Show me what you got. Where is it? Where is it? Is it... No, it'd be a usable. No, not usable. Rod of Thunder and Lightning. Gives 3 uses of Sound Burst per day, whatever. 1 use of Chain Lightning. It's just a free Chain Lightning every day. It costs 81 grand, but whatever. We got cash. We rich. Pop that down there. Anything else in here that we care about? Ring of Force Shield. Just +2 deflection. Dumb. Alright, anything else that we care about? Looks like that's a nope. Oh, the Greater Gloves of the Artificer, which we don't really need. Hey, what belt are you using? You've got the Ceremonial Uthgard belt, which gives disease, death magic, and force, whatever.
Yes.
Can you use this? You can. Okay.
Yes.
I will buy this for you, Jarrow. I hope you appreciate just how much money I'm spending on you. Shar's Belt of Priestly Might and Warding. We've seen this belt before. We've seen it in different variations and flavors that have different alignment requirements, but it's a +2 deflection, +4 to strength, which I guess is less useful for him. And magic circle. Oh.
Yes.
Maybe I shouldn't have done that.
What is it?
Oh well. Oh, it doesn't even benefit him. He's got something else giving him the armor class bonus. So what is this? I guess it gives him a use of magic circle against alignment and 4 strength. Well, that was a lot of money down the crapper. Where was my last save? It's here, and it just says, well.
Yes.
Oh well.
What is it?
Keep using the Uthgard belt, and I'm just gonna sell this.
Yes.
Whenever we get back to my town. Even though that's gonna be only gonna give us 20 grand at most, and it costs us like 40,000. So, well, I got something cool out of this deal. I got a wand, or it's a rod, so it never runs out of charges. I just pointed at things and go, Chain Lightning! I'll likely never use the sound burst charges. Alright, fast travel to the courtyard. Why does the Shadow Man want your fingers? What, you haven't heard of the Shadow Man? He'll eat your poop and show you his fingers, but we're going to show him one of ours. You can imagine which one. Also, rare and stuff, Johnny boys. Oh yes, the pinky. Boop. We will have our tea pinky out because we are that fancy. Alright, where's that dumb belt that I just wasted a whole bunch of money on? There we go. We are very classy dergs. Greater row of the eyes. Oh, is this a true sight? Or, nope, it just, yeah, it does give true seeing, but it also increases that stuff. Search and spot. I just get the feeling that... Wait, Iron Body? What level are you? Level 8. Okay, okay, okay. That's fine. I think we have a copy of that in our scroll bag, just to be safe. Let me check that. And I'm just holding on to for whenever we eventually get to that point. There it is, Iron Body. Good, good. And that's going to be a real funny spell for us. I am also going to switch back to our talking stuff with, let's see, the hat and the necklace. There. Keep our diplomacy high whenever we're in here, in case we need to talk with somebody and convince them that we are actually correct. And they should do what we tell them. And you do that by wearing a very fashionable, stylish hat that has a feather in it. It's almost a red mage hat, but not quite. Red mage hat would actually be very appropriate for our character. Alright, give me a report. What time are we at? It is now 40%, which, as we saw in the guide, uneventful. So we're just gonna leave and come back. Zip. I keep checking the guide so that we don't mess things up. Wonder why. What's the RAR tag? Or is it like RAR? I say RAR without the W because back whenever I first became a dragon, when I was born 1,000 years ago, we did not spell it with a W. It was just RAR. I have the results from the special mission the Grey Cloaks went on, Captain. What's fun is I do have an emote, and I have RAR, and one of my friends made that for me, and he also kind of repurposed it for his. So, oh, does he not have the text on his? Did he get rid of that? Well, he has his RAR emote. And I guess he got rid of the text off the small one. But if you click it and you look at the other size one, he does use the W. And that's how you know we're different. Bottoms say it with a W. Rawr. Nice lore. We're full of lore. We like the lore around here. We tell stories. I am an old Durg and I ramble. I have the results from the special mission the Grey Cloaks went on, Captain. Finding the bugbears was not a problem. The Grey Cloaks fought in a series of battles against them. Our men are disciplined, well-equipped, and motivated by good sergeants. They broke the enemy ranks with ease. We had injuries and even some deaths, But considering the resistance, the men performed remarkably. Lord Nasher himself has sent a letter of congratulations and a special present. Oh, $5,000 and an unknown item. Your orders? Alright, well, it says... Where's the option to do the thing about the peoples and the things? Or it is. Organize the men. I hate that it keeps changing the order of the dialogue options on that menu. So it says that we need to have them patrolling the lands, which is weird. Grey Cloaks to patrol the surroundings. Patrolling the wilderness is more dangerous than the road. I will send a couple large patrols tomorrow. And, let's see, Sergeants, Catriona. Catriona's on special assignment right now. Put her on patrol. Where is it? She should go on patrols. I'll let her know of her new assignment. So she and Bevel are going to handle patrols all by themselves. What are we at now? 62% or 42%. Good, good. And we're just going to go in and out a little bit. Johnny Boys, thank you for the follow. Welcome into the lair. So we've been playing, I started playing this and got to the point where you do the Crossroad Keep management, and I made some poor tactical decisions and everything was terrible and bad. So we rolled back and I've been following a walkthrough guide this whole time so that it is less terrible and bad. Gonna head out, but see you again. Alright, well, glad to have you back whenever you do return. I have a Grey Cloak report. The surrounding lands and patrols are strong, and I've dealt with most threats. It's been a struggle, but our farms are as safe as the ones that border Neverwinter itself. You said that already. Alright, report. 45%. Alright, and we just leave. And then go back in. Grey Cloak report, surrounding lands. Time is 47%. So I guess it's a 2% time every time we in and out. Although it specifically says to 50%. Having the guide on my phone instead of in a browser on the other monitor was a good idea. Grey Croak report. Yep, the farms are great. Report, 50%. Good, good. I wish we had more things to spend money on. Specifically, I wish I could buy more crafting materials. Like blue diamonds and armor molds. And I just give everybody +5 adamantine armor.
I have a visitor here for you, Captain, with an interesting proposition.
I am the leader of the Raven's allies. We are mercenaries from Westgate. Our contracts have brought us from the Sea of Fallen Stars to here. We'd like to join your Grey Cloaks.
These mercenaries are better than some I've seen, but they're still undisciplined and not used to rules or dealing with people. It could hurt us if we accept them. Although the Ravens are hardened warriors, our standards are even higher. We look only for the best, and some of them aren't.
The Grey Cloaks are at capacity. The answer is no. We're definitely not at capacity, but the answer is no.
Then we will leave. Who knows? Perhaps we will see each other across a battlefield one day.
I look forward to getting your experience. Okay, and then... There's trouble brewing along our southern border. Let me know if you want to organize the men to deal with it. Yep, we need sergeants. Catriona. She's currently on patrols, so she's going on special assignments. And then change subjects. What special missions are available? To our south is the Mare of Dead Men. As you are undoubtedly aware, it's becoming an increasingly dangerous place. This growing threat is making everyone uneasy, and I'm certain that the undead are being sent out to scout our defenses. If we don't do something, people will start to lose hope. They aren't directly threatening us, but if they sap our will to defend our lands, then they will have already won. It may be difficult to find them, but if we eliminate their scouts, it will make people feel more secure. Handle it. I will send the orders. Okay. And then we leave and come back again. Out of the way, Catriona. Or not Catriona, that's Kana. Save. I have the results from the special mission that you just sent them out on a minute ago. Grey Cloaks searched all along our southern border with the mare to find the undead scouts. The sergeants have trained the men well and were able to track them down. Mostly, it was zombies and skeletons being led by a necromancer. We got an unknown item. $2,000. Oh, it's a helmet. It was a small patrol. It appears that the necromancer was spying on us and adding to his retinue from old graveyards. We defeated them with only a few injuries. It may seem like a minor victory, but the people will seem more confident and secure now. Your orders? Okay, Reset, okay. Organize the men. Patrol, send them in to protect our surroundings. And give me a report. What do we got? Everything's green. Very high, very high. Everything's good. Everything is great. Do I need to reset Catriona? Not yet. And we are also now making 56,340 gold. I don't even need to worry about the money that we lost to buying that dumb belt. We get more than double it back. Oh man, we're just advancing super fast on time now. Grey Cloak report. We need to put Catriona back onto patrols. Tell me about Catriona. She needs to go on patrols. And then it's going to be a whole lot of in and outs for a bit. Because it says time 60 to 77% is uneventful. And we are at time, we just left at time 57. I'll keep talking to her to make sure that the time doesn't like skip ahead unexpectedly. Grey Cloak report. We're at 60%. Just leave and come back, leave and come back, leave and come back. Because this will probably kick us to 62. If it's 2% every single step, although we have landed on odds. And that's why I'm going to talk to her every time to make sure. Grey Cloak report. Yep, we're still good. That's 62.
Make your path mine.
You know what, that's fine. Lead the way out the door. You know, I will say that Pathfinder Kingmaker did the whole kingdom management thing somewhat better than this.
Follow me and quickly.
And Wrath of the Righteous, even better still, by turning it into almost like a little strategy game. Great Croak Report. We are at 65%. Going all the way to 70. Oh, I'm sorry, 77%. But in Wrath of the Righteous, you're actually like recruiting units. You have to you gather resources, you spend your resources to recruit units, form little groups of armies out of them, send them off to fight the different demon groups and clear the way for your party to advance further into the map. This was pretty impressive for the time, because I hadn't seen anything like this before this game. But also, I guess since we're following a guide, we probably would have been at like 100% time by now if we were just doing it on our own. Since I didn't know that the just simply going in and out of here advanced time, we would have done that on accident a lot. Yep, surrounding areas are still good. We're at 70%. Whoops. Keep funds. Seriously? We have nearly 1 million gold. Poggers. It's the best Poggers face I can do. Whenever Traken got his VR chat avatar, well, whenever I got mine, he presented me with the list of different dragon avatars that were available. And there were 2 of them that got my attention that I said, okay, it's going to be one of these 2. One of them was the Z Dragon, and the other was the Neo Dragon by Tokyo Zilla. And since I went with Z Dragon, Traken went with the Neo. And one of the facial expressions that the Neo Dragon has in VR chat is actually the Poggers face. And unfortunately, it's the expression, I think it's tied to the peace sign. So you put your thumb on the control stick and don't have your fingers on any other buttons. So like if you want to move and you're just trying to walk around, thumb on the stick, Poggers! It was pretty silly. Great Cloak Report. Everything's good. 72%. Over $1 million. And you know, we did promise to lower the taxes once this is over. And we probably could get away with doing that. But once this is over, the game is over. So who knows what happens after credits? Maybe we become a tyrant. Great Croak Report. We are at 75%. And is this going to be 77? 77. Oh, our income is dropping. It's 27,000 now instead of huge. Everything's still very high. We have lots of peasants. We have mini merchants. I just noticed our numbers. Gray Cloaks, 4,453. And 4,403 volunteers. Holy crap. I'm so good at this game, y'all. Now let me look at the guide again to see what's next. But I believe... Oh.
I am listening.
Yeah, move it.
The war...
That is
Whoops.
exactly the reason why the Grey Cloaks were formed. Reliance on an untrained militia was part of the reason the Luskins overwhelmed us with ease.
The King of Shadows has amassed a great army. I think the Lords believe that they need every available hand to counter this threat. The Grey Cloaks and Knights may not be enough alone.
Untrained farmers are generally used as shock troops. Casualties are high, and their effectiveness debatable.
Do you wish to conscript troops from the farmers?
No conscriptions. We need everyone we can get. Grab them by force if necessary. No. We're not going to bring any untrained farmers to fight the Shadow Man.
I hope we won't need these men later. War is a brutal beast, not to be faced by the faint of heart.
Some tactics can cost you as much in victory as in defeat, though, Kana.
Why don't you want to conscript men?
I fight to protect my people, not throw them at the enemy out of expediency.
I'm a soldier. Winning battles is what I look for. I see why I am not a general. It will be as you command.
I just noticed that when she's talking and the camera's like off to the side, you can actually see through the inside of her cheek to through the wall behind her. They did not render the back face of that. Whoops. Anyway, yep, that's that. And then 82 to 85% is uneventful. That was 80%. I probably should have talked to her to confirm that, but I believe that's where we're at. We're actually, if we're getting into like 80% and higher, we might be approaching the end of the game. I suppose we kind of are because we got the book that's going to make the portal. Wondering if you, yourself, drove up demand and therefore prices for retro trophies? Extremely unlikely. It's such a niche thing. I can only imagine. I just imagine like everyone who has such trophies found out. Marf wants this. Double the price. Great Cloak report. Everything's good. Time is 82%. Everything's green. We have over 6,000 Grey Cloaks and nearly 6,000 volunteers. And they're saying, oh, we need to conscript people. It's a conspiracy. No, it's a conscription. And we chose not to do it. What if we actually finish this tonight? Couldn't possibly have that little left. Grey Cloak report. Time is 85. And okay. So in the guide, they actually talked to Kistrel late and only are just now getting the cloak that we got way back at the beginning. Okay, optional recruiting. Let's just see what this says. At this time, if we switch Grey Cloaks, Catriona, and Light of Heavens to recruiting, income plummets to $18,000. At keep time 95% and stays there. The treasury stops growing as well. Probably a scripted oversight where you don't have enough income built up, it won't draw from the treasury or draw from your personal reserves, nor will you start losing population or Grey Cloaks. So we could switch to recruiting. At keep time 100%, if recruitment is continued, we will end it up with 1,481 merchants. A lot of people just, okay, Alright, I guess we're switching to recruiting. Grey Cloak report. Organize the men. We're gonna, let's see, where is it? We need more men. We need more tanks.
Will it work this time?
Hopefully. So, we need more tanks. We can certainly use more men. More men does mean more expenses, though. We're freaking rich. We're rich as heck. Besides that, there is an important decision you need to make. Currently, we only accept the best and brightest, Captain. We may get few recruits, but each one can be trained to become formidable warriors. Yeah, that's the thing. I only want the best. It will be as you command. And then we also, Catriona, help with recruiting. And Light of Heavens. Also, lead our recruiting. So we've got 2 sergeants leading with recruiting. Ad break starting soon. Well, we might actually step out for this one. Okay, and... Yep. Okay. Alright. Ads again? We just had them. Yeah, it was just like an hour ago. And they're already back for more. Actually, we don't even have any more events. It's just going to be in and out, in and out, in and out until we hit 100% time. Rare Stuff Kentucky Crab Doubler. You have arrived just in time for an impending ad break, but also Crossroad Keep is now Crossroad Complete. And there's the ads. Great! So we're just gonna in and out, in and out, in and out. But everyone who is in ad space or not in ad space, get up, stretch your legs, use the bathroom, make a sandwich, build a castle, staff it up, and build your army, because we've got the Shadow Man coming soon. I'm just gonna in and out until we get to 100%.
I am listening.
But we will have a massive army of people. Hopefully our roads won't be too deteriorated from not being patrolled, except by Bevel. And we'll check our time in after this one. And just walk over to Catriona and say... Actually, I won't talk to her, because if we get to 100% and they're like, okay, it is time to go forth and do the thing, here is dialogue. And we don't want to miss that. So... I, too, shall get up and stretch my legs and not use the bathroom because there's probably not enough time left for that. But I will see you back in just however many minutes are left. Whoosh. Whoosh. And we are back. Let's see what time it is. Gonna be looking at the Steam sale for games. I have been looking at the Steam sale and thinking about... I've been thinking about Yap Yap as just a game that I could play with Dracana. I don't know if I'd stream it. I'd have to ask her if she'd be okay with streaming. Great Croak Report. Yep, sounds the things. Let's check our stuffs. Security is good. We are at 90%. We have nearly 10,000. Well, we have over 9,000. Over 9,000!
Yes.
We have a lot of troops. But we're only at 90%, so we got to go in and out a little bit more. Well, that'd just be 90. That's probably like 92. And then this will be 95. Whack the microphone. If I was going to get a new game, I would probably be looking at trying to find a copy of Lost Odyssey. And I did see one on Amazon. I also saw one on GameStop that was even cheaper, but screw them. I imagine it would probably just be the discs and not even a box or manual. And supposedly the Amazon one says it comes with everything. Alright, that's probably it. Save. Grey Croak report. Yep, safe. Time is 92? Only
I
90?
trust Amazon over GameStop any day.
So, I am a big fan of Game Informer, which used to be owned by GameStop, and GameStop did them real dirty. Fortunately, they were able to break off and become totally independent, but man, did GameStop try to just destroy them. Alright, so are we still at 92%? Grey Croak report, 95. Okay, it is ticking up. We have over we have nearly 12,000. Miss Nintendo Power. I canceled my Nintendo Power subscription back in the GameCube era because I didn't have a GameCube and I wasn't expecting to be able to get one anytime soon. And since that's all they were talking about, it's just, oh, look at all these games that I'm never going to get to play. I probably should have kept it for like the actual gaming news, but that's kind of what Game Informer is. And I do have a subscription to Game Informer. Oh no, this is the same thing she always says. 97, almost there. This is probably the last one. I'm actually getting physical issues of Game Informer, and I haven't opened a single one of them. I usually just read it on their website. So I thought, what if I just kind of cancel that subscription, resubscribe for just the digital issues? Well, since I originally subscribed when they first came back and reopened subscriptions, then I kind of got grandfathered in at a really good price. And now just the digital subscription is more than what I am paying for physical. Grey Croak report. Safe. Yep. 100%. We have $1,125,867 in the vault. We have a bunch of merchants, we have a bunch of peasants, whatever, who cares about that? And we have 15,000 Grey Cloaks, 15,000 volunteers. When did GameStop start going to shit? When could we nail that down? I imagine it's always been bad. It's just became more corporate. I remember GameStop actually being a really cool store to go to. It was right after it stopped being Funko Land. You guys remember Funko Land? Alright, we are at 100%, so I guess it is time. You know what? I think it's unlikely that we're going to have any more diplomacy checks. Oh, I forgot to even look at this stuff. We got a helm, a watchman's helm. Thanks. I guess this is something that Lord Nasher gave us. Thanks, I guess. Oh, and Nasher's gloves of combat. Who was wearing the other pieces? Was it Grobnar? Somebody was wearing the other two pieces of Lord Nasher's set. Take me to the path which leaves the area. Yes, and Electronics EB Games, Electronics Boutique. I remember them. They had a place in the mall back when that mall existed. Alright, I'm just going to kick you guys out. It's either going to be Grobnar or Nishka, and I don't think it's Nishka. Well, one of you two.
Oh, yes.
Aww. Spend your points. Spend your thing. What is this? Mobility? Yeah, that's fine. What spell? What spell should you take? What spell would you... Oh, wait. It's not that level. Which level's getting new picks? Okay. Just level 3. And you would choose Find Traps. Which all traps in the area of effect become known. And you don't get to do anything about them other than, well, I guess I'm going to walk on this now. Also, Miss KB Toys. There was one of those in the mall, too. But I miss Toys R Us. That was the biggest of the toy stores. You could spend hours in there. Miss Suncoast and Sam Goody. I don't think I ever shopped at Sam Goody, but yeah, Suncoast was a good video store. I told a story about how I had a friend who I played EverQuest with. He was in my guild, and it turned out that he also worked at the Suncoast that was at my local mall. I'm going to give you displacement. It's a better spell. Okay. Grobnar. You have no boots, so definitely not you. Nishka.
How can I help?
Greater boots of tumbling. Wait, then...
Everyone, follow me!
What happened to the Nasher boots of tumbling? And the Nasher gloves of punchy fists? If it's not you two... Kelgar? Sand... And... It definitely wouldn't be Quara, because I haven't given her anything. Well, I haven't given her anything that is related to that. I gave her specifically sorcerer things.
Listening, really.
So, Sand, you do not have boots or a belt or a hat.
Follow me.
Kelgar, you have Nasher's boots of tumbling. Alright, do you have the other Nasher item? And Nasher Ring of Strength. Okay. So we got...
I am listening.
Gloves of Combat, which just +5 to parry. You know what? Give me these. You can give them to somebody else. So you got this. Hinfist. Zaxxus. That's the belt of Iron Fist. There it is. I forgot what item it was. Alright, you two are out. Grobnar and Nishka, you are back in. And I'm gonna give one of you two the set, the Nasher set. I'm thinking Nishka. Nashker's Gloves of Combat. And the last item... There it is, the cloak.
How can I help?
Right, you're currently wearing a cloak of Elvenkind, whatever. Here's this. And some boots of Tumblins. And a Ring of Strength. What did you just take off? Ring of Resistance +1? Yeah, that's fine. And Gloves of Combat. Okay. With the entire set equipped. Nimble Boots. +3 modifier. +7 to Dexterity. And Freedom of Movement. She has a Dex modifier +9. I think the Shadow Legion armor might be capping her. Yep. She would actually be better off without armor. Let me check that. 36, 33. Never mind. Anyway, that's a lot. Curious that it doesn't actually give you any bonus to tumbling, but it does give freedom of movement. The Ring of Strength gives +7 to strength and spell resistance of 10. Gloves of Combat gives attack bonus of 5. Damage bonus of bludgeoning. Huh. Maybe that would actually be good for Kelgar. No, he's got the Iron Fist stuff. And finally, the Cloak of Protection. +7 to deflection, +3 charisma, and +5 to saving throws. No. I thought about swapping out my stuff. But which ring would I replace? The regeneration or improved evasion? Which do I swap out my boots? Trade my +6 to my +6 to Constitution for a +7 to Dex while I'm wearing full plate armor? What if? What would that actually do? Give me the stuff back.
Yes.
Okay, so armor class 34. You just pop, 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 and ring. We'll get rid of the ring of improved evasion. Armor class is 43. But what if White Robe of the Archmagi? 38. Not how I expected that to go. I guess because our dex is still at +4, because we're kind of bad at that. We're bad at being nimble. We are not quick and nimble. But now we know. So where's my black and edgy? You just give me my stuff back. Oh, my Neverwinter Nights cloak. Here it is. Edgy, black and edgy. There. So yeah, I'm just gonna let Nishka have this. It is okay. That's my headband and a greater power. Yeah, there.
How can I help?
And done. Alright. Nishka is loaded up, ready for fighting, and we're not gonna use her. You may have the short sword and the courtesan blade. We don't even need to sell anything. Remember, we're rich as heck. We got over $1 million in the vault. You guys are out. Jero, you're back in. Dobot, Cassavir, and Jijivi. And that's our party. Right, 7th level. I'm gonna go Acid Fog. 6th level. What does Cloud Kill actually do? Is that just damages? Let's see, instant death. Here we go. Yeah, it just does Constitution damage. Only if they're vulnerable to poison, I'm guessing. Or am I thinking of Wrath? It might just be thinking of Wrath of the Righteous, where that's specifically a poison spell. Fifth level. Not extend. Gotta go with Still Spell. Okay, we already have an elemental shield readied. Could just go with more missiles. Or lesser spell beach. Alright, 3rd level. We've already got the Blade Weave. I wish I could sort spells by, like, components that they have so I could see which ones don't have the gestures. Just filter the rest of those out. And then we can take a look. Okay, well, looks like we didn't have death armor there anymore, so we'll put that one back. And then second level, I'm going to still spell some... Could do grease. Yeah, this will be fun. Because I think I have freedom of movement. And I believe freedom of movement means that... Let me check my cape, I think is where it was. Yeah. And I think that means that I am unaffected by movement impairing things, such as big puddles of grease that enemies are going to slip on. Let's perform a quick science, shall we? Sorry, sir. Bloop. And then I walk into this, and... Yep. Oh, nope. It does not help at all. Well, that's unfortunate. But it still will come in handy. Don't worry. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and swip this one out for still spell web. Not even using the legendary Sword of Gith. It's like, oh, that's nice. I'm just going to put this away and use mine. Mine's better. Mine's adamantine. And it does zappy zap damage. Although this one does have a cool little animation when you take it out. The little shards come together. Nice. Alright, I believe we are as ready as we can be. I am also gonna grab some potions. I'm gonna grab all of our potions. All of our healing potions, I'm gonna distribute them. Might not be necessary. Probably won't be necessary. Donk. Grab the elixirs. It is time. Alright, so we have... It's like 25 of them? How many is that? Nope. Yeah, okay. So, split these. Cassavir, these are yours. Jarrow, these are yours. And split these. Golem, these are yours. Jajiv, these are yours. We have this one potion of heal, which I think would actually be, well, I think anybody who has more than 150 hit points is good for it. What level does it cast it at? Level 1? Or, no, 11? Yeah, 11. So it's 111, or 110 hit points. Haven't really needed that many of our antidotes and cure diseases and blindness and other restoration potions. Game doesn't really throw that kind of stuff at you. Split these. Split these. Cure serious wounds. Oh, we still have a couple wands left. Ah, the ceremonial sword of Neverwinter. On the floor. You know what, I'm just going to leave this here too. Dump it. Never did get to enchant this Duskwood longbow. Amulet of natural armor. Can I just like hang this around the golem's neck? Would that work? Nope. Okay.
I am listening.
So if I happen to put this on, it does bring it up to 38 armor class. But I think I'd rather have the amulet of health. Wait a second. Examine. Poison. Science! So if I were to cast... Let me save first. If I were to cast Cloud Kill, just on myself, and then blah, gross, yuck.
Oh, do not move.
And I'm just standing here in it. Does seem reasonable to assume that this is in fact a poison spell that I am currently immune to. Can I take this off? Bleh. Okay. Alright, so it is definitely a poison spell. And I don't know if that will be useful to us in the upcoming parts. So how about instead... What does planar binding get us? You summon... Let's see, good. We get a pup? We get a celestial wolf? Yeah, let's do that. Let's summon a puppy.
Let us attack.
Right, follow me. Oh, sits. Now the wolves eat him, and his body will nourish the wolves. Inside you, there are 2 wolves. Oh my. I'm still sorting through this tome. It's quite cryptic in parts, a lot of metaphors and outdated metallurgical references. When I piece it all together, I'll let you know.
Yes?
Wait, then what do we do? Is there another guy we're supposed to go beat up? And they're kissing. Talking calmly about their yard wolves and how they were actively mauling their former therapist. Well, as long as the wolves are okay and well fed. Check journal. Reach the Vale of Merdelaine. Stop the Shadow Reavers. Oh yeah, was I supposed to... Let's see. You destroyed them with Jarrow's help. The remaining Reavers probably travel with the army. Okay. Alliances. Fortify the keep. Is there anything more we can do to the keep? Got any more things we can build? Probably not, because the time is at 100%. Construction is complete. How are things in the keep? As well as can be expected. Don't you know? Rebuild something. My favorite subject. Keep itself. It's done. Good. Buildings in the courtyard. Nothing left. Other parts. Surrounding areas. Don't have the resources to surround it. Not there's much need. Okay. Fortifications. Walls are as defensible. Okay. We got the church. Oh, how about we... You know, we are fabulously wealthy. What if I just got that shield? Remember that really nice shield that they were selling? I was like, I want this shield, but it was expensive. Well, we got money. One of them was wearing glasses, turns to the camera, and wagged his tail. Such a good boy. Show me what you've got. The Shield of Praetor. It is a +5 shield with increases to wisdom, resists all of the elements, and gives some spell resistance, which we really don't benefit from, but it's expensive as heck, and it's ours now. See, this was just a mithril shield, which does have reduced arcane spell failure, but since we're still spelling everything, then that doesn't matter. And the weight reduction could have been useful back whenever we didn't have a carry capacity of 400 pounds. Hopefully it doesn't look too stupid. It looks kind of dumb. I don't like the little design thing on it. Oh well. Just sword and board. And sword and board. Okay, the rings we're using are the regeneration ring and the improved evasion ring. Yep. We didn't have anything else that was giving us big resistances to damage, or elemental damages, so we're getting a lot of benefit out of that from this shield. I'm going to just look at the guide again, but I think we're at the end of that. Chose to continue that. Yep. And yep. Alright, yep. Hopefully we'll see something on the world map that we can go act on. Because other than that, I don't know what it wants us to do. Algernon is busy researching the Tome of Alka-Seltzer. His research will not be completed before the complete before the King of Shadows army attacks the keep. You must defend the keep to buy time for Algernon. So this is the part that I was thinking it was. Maybe I need to talk with Naval. Maybe that's who I need to talk to. I'm just kind of guessing at this point. I'm going to go ahead and save. Act 3. Have I not done a single Act 3 save? 1. Oops. First save. Alright, Naval. You've done much, but there's still much to be done to gather allies and ready to keep for battle. If you're ready, let me know. Ow, why? Damn it, Bobby. Is that what I get for not saving? The Druids of the Mare are lost. That is unfortunate. But we thought they were lost to us before, so we're no worse off. Sydney tried to ambush me. I suspected as much. Was her information as worthless as her offer of assistance? Her motives were treacherous, but the true names we got from her could turn the tide. Excellent. This may turn the tide of battle, restore morale, and finally give us the chance to counterattack instead of waiting for them to come to us. Your Lieutenant Kana has her men have been tracking the Reavers diligently. Speak to her. She may have some knowledge of where we can strike at them. And we're not done. I wanted to ally with the Wintersnaven, but I can't find them. Are you surprised? If you seek fairy tales, you'll only find them in books. Perhaps now you'll focus on more important efforts. Can I tell you about the,
By fire and by blood, I join with thee.
Yakteru coming in with a resub. 35 months just yakking away like we all do. Always save and backup save. I should have been doing that. I really should have. That is all the allies I could gather. And you've done all that was asked, and we could do no more, except fight for Neverwinter and all within its borders. Then I shall ride and join with Nasher near Highcliff. But wait, aren't I coming with you to Highcliff? Nasher has asked you to remain here and make sure the keep is secure. He does not wish for you or your companions to risked at Highcliff, when so much depends on you stopping the Shadow Man. Sounds like Nasher doesn't expect to win the battle. If we can pull off a victory from this battle, we will, but I won't lie to you, Captain. This battle is intended to buy time to allow the people of Neverwinter to escape the city before the king, the Shadow Man. Yakking ain't a crime? Nope. And that's why the guards aren't going to go, "Stop right there, criminal scum!" Just for talking, just for yakking. And to buy you time to find a way to defeat the Shadow Man before his troops advance any further. Farewell and good fortune to you, Captain. Our fate rests in your hands. Just want to tell you both, good luck. We're all counting on you.
It is as if all the dead of the mare walk, my lord. There are miles of them.
Still frame?
Then we shall make a road of their bodies. The enemy comes! They are men who have died once, and they will die again! We are more than their match. They know nothing of courage, of honor. They have no loved ones they fight for. And that is why they will fall before our swords, our spears, for the gods are with us. Brothers, sisters all, standing side by side against death. Know that all of Neverwinter stands behind you. Let us remind them of death and send them back to the hells.
Yay! Still frames. I guess they really they must have run out of time and couldn't do a couldn't make this like an actual in-engine cutscene thing. Just take some pictures.
To him. See if we can rescue him. The 9 to me. Men of Neverwinter, Lord Nasher is wounded. Everyone to Crossroad Keep. We will make our last stand there.
I like this song though. It's from the first Neverwinter Nights. It's Hordes of the Underdark. Similarly, when you are in the midst of a massive big battle. But we have our own theme song coming up. Must be getting tired because the little Shadow Man chant cracks you up harder every time. Are you familiar with where it's from? Oh, Naval, welcome back. Negative? I'll have to send you that. The battle at Highcliff did not go in our favor. Waterdeep and the Lord's Alliance have reinforcements on the way, but if we cannot hold the keep until they arrive, then all is lost. Worse, Lord Nasher was wounded during the battle and is being taken inside the keep. We cannot risk moving him further until he's recovered. I got some greater restoration scrolls. Would that work? What must I do? We must hold this keep at all costs. Talk to your people here. See what can be done to prepare for the coming siege. That is all we can do until reinforcements arrive. Alright, talk to my people.
Yes? Is there something you wish of me?
You got nothing else to say. Bevel? Bevel, why are you hurt? Nice to see you again, Captain. How you doing? It goes. I have a question for you. Kana, she believes in you and your cause. It's like you're a god to her or something. She's willing to die for you without a second thought. How do you do that? How do you ask someone to give their life for you just like that? Some things are bigger than you or me. Some things are worth dying for. I can understand that. If you're fighting for what's right, there's really no other way, is there? Kana wants me to lead my men, but I don't know if I can ask them to do something that will most likely get them killed. You'll know what to do when you need to. I have confidence in you. It's our job to make sure that if we ask them to pay the blood and pay in blood, the price is worth it. I believe in you, Bevel. The other soldiers don't sense it, but there's a battle brewing. I served in the militia long enough to feel it in my bones. War is coming. And I don't know how much a couple of harbormen can change it. Hey, what do you think about the war? Kana's been training the sergeants hard in blades and tactics. The Knights' forces are a dangerous lot. But we're plenty... Wait, Knights? Or Kings. King's Fortress. King's Forces. Whatever. Words. I can't words tonight. Well, we're plenty dangerous too. Everyone underestimates us harbormen. And we'll show the Shadow Man yet. Eleni, you got anything new to say?
Is there something you need?
Hey, earlier you mentioned a circle. What'd you mean?
It is not something I wish to... If there is something else you wish to ask, then do so. But there are...
Okay, she's still not interested in talking.
The men here call you Knight Captain, and these walls are yours. You have come far.
Oh, we never even talked with Jalbin. I underestimated the size of your keep. You are more important than you look, I think. Your Grey Cloaks can use some training. They fight like the Ruathem. It's a pleasure to serve, Knight Captain. Okay, that's all he has to say. Good. How are things in the inn? Just disregarding Bishop. I'm glad to be here. You've done much for Kelgar and our clan. You'll find the Iron Fists, something, whatever. This text scrolled away, and I'm not going to look down in the box. People are nervous about the Shadow Man to the south. I tell people, don't worry. I've seen you deal with a lot since you walked into the Sunken Flagon. Everything will turn out fine. How's business? The place is busting at the seams. It's so loud some nights I can't even hear myself think. Kinda miss the old days. Sure, wasn't anyone here but a handful of regulars, but they were good people, and this can be overwhelming. I didn't mean to sound ungrateful. The keep is flourishing, and everyone knows our captain is responsible. Yep, these guys rocking out. But we've listened to their tunes before. Squimch the snoot, hoist the cask, and wiggle the durkey. Uh-oh, wiggled. Also, squibs. A squibs is like a boop, right? But Ryan stuff Zeta. I guess by the people I need to talk to, well, Master Builder, what you got? I've used up all the stone core, all the stone in the quarries, Captain. I'm afraid there's nothing I can build for now. Feel a little useless until I can get more materials, but I can answer any questions. No, I think we're good. Bye. Yep, except your snoot gets the squibsh. So imagine two big kitty paws. Are you squishing from the side or top and bottom?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, okay. I think Aldenon's got something he wants to tell us.
Oh, there you are. Pardon me, but I was wondering if you happened to see Jero about? I had some questions for him regarding the King of Shadows, and he seems to be rather elusive.
Looking for Jero? Old Tattoo Face left the keep a while ago. Thought you'd finally told him to shove off, Captain.
Why would he leave now?
If he's gone, so what? I can track him if you want. Personally, I think we should let him go or kill him. But that's just my copper on the matter.
And that's why he's a dumbass, because why I don't like Bishop, because if Jero dies, we can't beat the Shadow Man. He's the pretty Princess Metal Fighter. Yep, he's always in our group now. Yeah, let's go find him. I have to take Bishop, don't I? There's Construct and Jijivi. Fine, we'll take Bishop. Meh. Alright, he's standing over here. Wait, gotta put on my robe. Wait, did I extend spelled. I extend spelled web. Hang on. I gotta fix that. Where is that? It should be you. It needs to be still spell, not extend. Yep, there. Oh, we have another spell slot for level 1. And that's going to be another fire sword, because that's all we can put in there. If I've got this many of them, I might as well just dump the persistent one and put something else in this level. Ryan stuff Seru. But I do like having persistent fire sword that I don't have to worry about, because the spell only lasts for like 2 rounds. Well, 1.5.
Yes.
Alright, give me... No, give Jijivi the shield. I will be okay.
Yeah.
I haven't even looked at what his spells are. Yeah, okay. Go ahead and summon your puppy. It's the only good thing about you, is that you have a dog. Protection from evil. Magic circle. Give the doggy the buffs. Protection from energy for you, and protection from energy for the pupper. 1 spell of resistance. 1 spell of resistance. Bear, bull, death ward.
Yes.
All dogs gets buffs. Ryan Stuff Racker. How goes Neverwinter Nights? I think we're coming up to like the end of the game, because we have reached 100% time on our castle, and now we're getting ready to go to, well, we have to stall for time so that Aldenon can figure out how to teleport us into the King of Shadows' realms, and then we go face him. Armor.
Yes.
Alright, do you have anything else? Go ahead and give Bishop that thing. Give Cassavir the other one. You did not cast the bear power.
I am listening.
Apio Nova.
Wong. Wonderful news. We had a really tough fight. You were almost downed on the first turn of combat. Well, that always sucks when that happens, because it's like, well, I guess I'm not doing anything. Who is this King of Shadows? All we know is the Shadow Man. He sneaks and he creeps.
Come to sift through the ashes, Armangero.
Corroborus.
I stayed my hand until you could see this ruin for yourself. This pain is something that I cannot inflict upon you in Beator. Here is where she played in her youth. There is where she slept. And in your sanctuary is where her body now lies, grave and tomb.
If you have come for retribution, you are a fool.
That you would think I would allow you to remain unpunished for my imprisonment, that is foolish. Perhaps in your cowardly burrow, you commanded power, but not here.
You should have enjoyed your freedom while you could. You know I'm more than a match for you.
Your skill in the craft is sufficient to give me pause. True, but I have learned from my mistakes while you are still making them, I think.
He is not dirt, he is a demon. I liked you better in your cage. You think you can take us too?
You.
What are you doing here?
This one was present at her death as well. All loose ends tied together at once. I thank you for these gifts, Amon. You will have company as you burn in the hells.
These horned devils actually look really cool. I like their design. Can we get camera around on them? I'm guessing no. Well, I'm going to cast Haste.
Yes.
Holy Sword. And then do your paladin bullshit. Bishop. What do you got? Give your puppy the buffs that I forgot to give them. Where's Jizi?
Yes.
All the big buffs. Nope, they're gliding towards us. Oh, she's... The toast is forming.
Yes. This one then.
How about a little bit of magic missiles? Lots of them. Koroboros died faster than his minions did. What a loser. What happened to him? Let's see, Horned Devil, Horned Devil, Horned Devil, Horned Devil. When did he die? Construct killed him. What a loser.
I don't recall asking you to come with me. I won't bother asking how you knew I was here. You always seem to be underfoot, interfering with everything.
Me? You're the one who's caused nothing but trouble. Can't afford to lose you and the part of the ritual you possess.
True. I had not thought to be ambushed here, but it is the nature of the lower planes to harbor grudges once humiliated. In any event, to waste time trading words with you is not why I came here.
Then why did you come here? You come here to pay respects to Shandra?
You're mistaken, of course. No, there is something I placed here long ago that may be of use in our war now.
Indeed, good planning. Where is it?
It is over here, and I'm glad you recognize the value of my actions. I am not here for sentimental reasons.
Be careful blowing up containers.
This is what I came for. And it is still intact, as I hoped. If Shandra had had this, she might still be alive. But it was not meant to be. That is all that remains here. Now let us go.
So, Jero got, nothing. It didn't say. But Demon Guy, a Staff of the Magi. Oh, that's a prize. This type of staff is the pinnacle of the artificer's craft, and each one represents the culmination of decades of study by a master spellcaster. With the secrets of their creation all but lost, such staves are more often found in the hordes of ancient dragons than the hands of living wizards. The staff may be broken to create a retributive strike. All charges in the staff are released in a massive explosion. Those caught in a blast take hit point damage equal to 6 times the number of charges left in the staff. The wielder may also cast spells on the staff to recharge its uses. The staff will absorb the spells, converting spell levels into charges. Care must be taken, for if the staff absorbs enough spell levels to exceed its charge limit, it will explode. Ryan stuff there. So we have, it gives us +4 to deflection, +1, it's just a +1 weapon. On hit, cast Shocking Grasp, so you just kind of bonk them and they go, Explosions! I'm Torg, and I have one question for you. Explosions? Casts Assay Resistance, Cone of Cold, Dispel Magic, Fireball, Improved Mage Armor, Invisibility, Lesser Missile Storm, Lesser Mind Blank, Lesser Spell Mantle, Lightning Bolt, Magic Missile, Protection from Evil, Stone Skin, Unique Power on Self, which I guess is the Explodey Detonate, Wall of Fire, and Web. If I was a wizard, that would be a heck of a prize to find. And $36. Alright,
yes.
Jero, what you got? What'd you find? A war mace? A freaking war mace? You came all the way out here for a weapon you probably can't even use?
Yes.
Alright, what is it? Balifor's Gnashing Rod. Wrestled from the dying grasp of a devil of Beator, this charred rod is as deadly and powerful as its masters of old. It has a cruel appearance, twisted and jagged throughout, seemingly meant to harm its wielder while in use. Bonus feat, combat cast. Yes. Gives combat casting, greater spell penetration, damage bonus, a little bit of 1d4 fire.
It's an inanimate carbon rod.
The fiercest of items. It's a +3 club, +3 bonk stick, +2 to charisma, made of cold iron, only usable by warlocks, lets you use Flee the Scene 3 times per day, and gives you unlimited uses of Hideous Blow. You know what?
Yes.
Sure. Go ahead and use that. You came all this way for that piece of crap staff or bonk club. Enjoy. Alright, how long before I forget about the ritual things again? Because I completely forgot about them already until the game reminded me. This is our last chance to... Yeah, this is a last chance to go to any of these places, last minute shoppings if we need it, but I don't believe we need anything else. Look at this party though. Now if we could just kick Bishop out. Yeah, we're at -1 party members. Oh well. Good riddance, Bishop. Pet the cat. Do we have all of our spells back? Yep. Okay, good. Kind of wish that Jarrow had told us about that the war mace before, when we were just going in and out of the keep, you know, killing time. Would have been a good time to go pick that up. Zip. Now we're so close to a level. Oh. And we save, and we're going to save, and it's going to be Act 3, 2. The keep. Before more Jerko. Uh-oh. Yep, ads is coming. Part of me is thinking, what if we just kept going until we completed this? But I don't remember how long the part after this is. Is it just, are they more frequent this time? No, it's about every hour. The men are preparing full time for war. There's nothing more we can do but stay the present course. How can I be of service? Give me a report. What do we got? Everything's good? Everything's good. We have over $1 million. Time does fly by. Yep. Where is Aldenon? I'm still sorting through the tome. It's quite cryptic. Okay, fine. Whomst does I talk to? Give me a report. One more in depth. Let's talk yeah, let's talk about tithing. It's a little bit late for that now. I want to withdraw funds from the castle. As Knight Captain of the Keep, you may of course choose to appropriate directly from the coffers of Crossroad Keep. How much? It won't let me do all. I have to do it in increments of 5,000. Okay. Yeah, this is a good way to do it. Excellent. That's whatever. What are we up to? Imagine withdrawing 1 million gold, 5,000 at a time. Why would they do it that way? Got on one monitor while you're working on your vault. I'm guessing the vault is that database of trophies that you're working on. Waterdeep and the Lord's Alliance have reinforcements on the way, but if we cannot hold the keep until they arrive, all is lost. I recommend you make the rounds for the keep. Seeing, what must I do? We must hold the keep at all costs. Talk to your people here. See what can be done to prepare for the coming siege. Maybe a wizard guy. Maybe the wizard guy's got something he can do. Start here. Terms, lodging, your recompense. Dang. Nope, he's got nothing else to say. And there's the ad break. Okay. Well, everybody get up, stretch your legs, take one last tour around, because this is the eve before battle. And we will be back in just a few minutes. Whoosh. Whoosh. And we are back. You need 9,000 dragon fruits. I only ever need one at a time. I can't carry any more than that. I only have the one hand that they spawn into. Waterdeep, Lord's Alliance. The keep is ready to stand against the Shadow Army. Levels ups! Yay! Oh, the keep is no longer ready. I need to take a moment to level up. And let us strike the enemy before they surround us. Oh.
My lord, you should rest. Gather your strength.
I must still remain strong. Any sign of weakness now to our own troops, and the King of Shadows will have gained another edge on us. He marches on Crossroad Keep, and it will not be long before his forces are at our gates. But you, Knight Captain, and your efforts here, you have served Neverwinter beyond the call of duty, risking your life not once, but several times without hesitation. If there is anything that I think will be the light against this shadow that comes against us, it is you and the fortress I have granted you. But on to the matters at hand.
What of Waterdeep? Of the Lord's Alliance? Have they answered our call?
Forces from Waterdeep and our other allies are on their way, but I do not know if they will arrive in time.
We will be the light. 1,000 candle power light. If we can't hold here, we'll never be able to repulse the King of Shadows' forces. Our walls will hold until help arrives. I spent a lot of money on them.
I wish I shared your confidence, Knight Captain. But the power this King of Shadows seems to possess is something I do not think these walls can easily stop.
You must hold this keep against these shadows. You have raised this place with your own hands. Now you must keep it together and lead your men in battle.
I will do what I can. Our forces will be worthy of memory. I promise. The Shadow Man will regret coming here. I'll see to that, personally.
We should waste no time. Please meet us in the war room, Captain.
Do I have... Oh, good. Levels ups. Alright. This might... I hope this isn't the last level we gain in this entire game. One final level of Wizard. I'm going to... Concentration. Craft armor. I believe craft armor? Hey, hang on. Check my skills. Craft armor 30, yes. So, one level of Wizard. Concentration. Craft armor. Not craft weapon. Intimidate. Lore. Spellcraft. Taunt. And several points into Tumble. And we get a couple spell picks. I can't remember which ones we already have scrolls of. Create greater undead and greater planar. Actually, I should look. All right, Polar Ray. You are level 8. Yes. So pull that out. Polar Ray. Let's put that over there on that page. Eagle Splendor. I think we already have this. Why do I have the scroll? Well, in you go. Mass Charm Monster is level 8. Okay. We got Premonition. Horrid Wilting. Bigby's Grasping Hand. Wait, that's level 7. We have this, don't we? Yeah, we got that one already. Let's put you down there. Iron Body, which that one we actually gonna probably will be preparing that one. Mass Hold Monster is level 9. Mind Blank, level 8. Bigby's Crushing Hand. Is that the level 9 one? Yeah, that is. Control Undead, you are level 7. We have that? I think we have that. Yeah, we got that. Weird and Meteor Storm or Meteor Swarm are level 9. Summoned Creature 8 is level 8. Incendiary Cloud, level 8. Mass Blindness and Deafness is also level 8. And Mass Hold Person is level 7, which, do we have that? Wouldn't actually help us in this fight because shadows are not peoples. Okay. Alright, now that we know which spells we have and which ones we don't. Wait. Did we have the Big B spell? We don't. Okay. We're taking that one. That's one of the ones we're taking. So, Wizard. Points. Apparently I forgot to put a point into something. Because we had fewer points into Tumble this time. But Bigby's Clenched Fist, Greater Planar Binding. And I think we got the rest of these that I would want to have. So Sunburst. A brilliant explosion occurs where you direct, causing 1d6 points of magic damage per caster level to a maximum of 25d6 to all undead. Non-undead creatures suffer 66 points of magic damage. That's it. So it's a big anti-undead spell, and non-undead are largely unbothered. So we'll just do Greater Planar Binding. And that brings us up to level 17, which means the rest of our party is 19. Scribble all these spells. We had 2 copies of Horrid Wilting, so we got 1 extra. And any spell slots, we got a 5th level one. What can we does with this? This might be a time for more tentacles. Or Wall of Fire. And 8th level, I'm going to do Iron Body for a reason. So, the spell transforms you into living iron. You gain damage reduction 15 adamantine, so only adamantine weapons can get through this. You are immune to blindness, critical hits, ability score damage, deafness, disease, drowning, electricity, poison, and stunning. You only take half damage from acid and fire of all kinds. You gain +6 enhancement bonus to your strength, which isn't going to really do much because we got that belt. But you take a -6 penalty to dex as well, to a minimum of, well, to 1. I don't think our dex is going to be that low. And your speed is reduced to 50% normal. You have an arcane spell failure chance of 50% and a -8 armor check penalty, just as if you were clad in full plate, which we are. Your unarmed attacks don't matter. So, the only downsides to this, well, there's the dex, which, whatever, dex isn't really a thing that we use much of. There's the 50% spell failure, but we still spell everything, so that won't affect us at all. And then the slow movement speed could be a problem. I'm going to do Incendiary Cloud. Wait, no, I can't do... Oh, we can't do these because it's verbal and somatic. Oh. Alright, what can we still spell? From level 7. Could do a Shadow Shield. +5 natural AC. 10 magic damage reduction. Immunity to instant death, which could be good. And immunity to necromancy. And big fireball. Oh, wait. Persistent spell? How about a persistent blade weave? Persistent death armor. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Alright, 3rd level. What do we put in 3rd level? I can't do Persistent Haste. That requires level 9 spells. Cloud of Bewilderment, maybe. Assuming that these guys aren't going to be just straight up immune to mind-affecting things. Alternatively, more kabooms! And sits. We're the only one that's going to get any kind of levels ups. Grey Cloak Fighter. I'm sorry, sir. Kana has ordered the basement sealed. Although it's not likely, the enemy may attempt to burrow through the tunnels. Well, there's going to be a big spider down there that they're going to have to deal with. So, which room was the war room? Oh, I guess it's this one. We're ready to start whenever you are, sir. Well, I'd like to mess with my other party members. But, okay, let's go. Then let us start. There's much to cover. And so that is the latest report on the walls and the troop strength. Kana, what news from the scouts? The scouts have returned, Captain. The enemy has been sighted on the outskirts of the keep. The bridges to the South River have already been captured. Well now, we all know that whoever holds the bridges holds the keep, or at least the way into it. If they try and march up the mountain pass, we can make it hard on them, but with the loss of those bridges, and then the advantage is theirs. We need to fix that now before they get any farther. Bishop is right. We need to act. The defense of this keep needs to be our first concern. We need to set up blockades within the courtyard and ready the walls. We cannot allow the enemy to cross the river. If we act quickly, we may be able to recapture the crossing and destroy the bridges. Doing so would limit the enemy's movements and work in our favor. The Shadow Man marches to the keep regardless. How would this help? Or how much time would this buy us? A few days, at best. Since when do the undead worry about crossing water? Certainly not the shadows or spirits, sir, but vampires cannot cross without aid, and slower creatures like skeletons or ghouls would be swept along with the current. The land also has such defenses against those that are no longer of it. Even now it is our ally. We're fortunate that the Shadow Man needs to keep its fighting force together. One of the few certainties we can count on. Enough, and we should set out as soon as possible. Unfortunately, Captain, we don't have many forces to spare in advance of your arrival. I sent Greycloaks to the river. Sending another full complement would be too dangerous for the keep. I recommend taking a single unit with you. A single unit? And how will they destroy the bridge when they get there? I can't very well punch the bridge into pieces. Well, quickly enough, that is. Perhaps we can use one of your inventions, Grobnar? Well, if you want to make larger stones into smaller stones, you can use a hammer, a giant, or explosives. Oh, like blast globes. If you give me access to the storerooms, I may be able to create some without blowing up the keep, I think. How long is this going to take? Give me 40 hands, which equates to a score of men, and 40 men with one hand, and I can fashion enough for our needs in about an hour. Do it. Very well. We'll set out in an hour's time, though there's still the matter of your soldiers. Your allied forces have not arrived yet, although we have sent word about our situation. With luck, they'll join us on the river. Well, let's form a group. Tell me how the different units are shaping up. Which would you like to know about? The Grey Cloak Fighters. The keep's mainstay, our swordsmen, are the first line of defense. Grey Cloak Fighters' swords inflict slashing damage, vulnerable to piercing damage. Oh no, this might be important. They're amongst Neverwinter's finest, some of the best trained troops I've ever seen. You've managed to outfit them with very impressive weaponry. Archers? Your archers are a critical component of our force, though they are ill-suited for the front lines. Grey Cloak archers, ranged attack units, use bows for piercing damage, vulnerable to slashing and piercing weapons. They are amongst Neverwinter's finest, some of the best trained troops I've ever seen. You've managed to outfit them with very impressive weaponry. The Lizard Warriors. Our lizardmen allies carry ritual spears with long reach, and each seems to have druidic talents as well. Lizardmen warriors use spear for piercing damage, long reach, can automatically use druid spells. Doesn't say which ones. And the Iron Fist fighters. The Iron Fists are hardy warriors. They're hardly warriors. I wish I could give you some weaknesses, but other than the fact that they have no ranged weapons, their armor is strong and their weapons effective against most sorts of enemies. Iron Fist fighters wield hammers that inflict blunt damage, no vulnerabilities. Alright, that's it. Your orders? Let's form a group and set out. Which unit would you like under your command? Hit me with some archers, I'll tank. Very good, sir. Normally we would assign units to your companions as well, but these circumstances call for a smaller force than normal. That being said, who would you like to bring with you? Jarrow? I think my efforts would be better spent here, but if you insist, I shall go with you. I need you to go, because if we don't succeed at the bridge, your efforts at the keep won't matter. Point taken. Very well. Oh, influence gained with Jarrow. 1. Who else? Cassavir. I am honored. I need a loyal blade at my side, and there is none better. I will defend you and this keep with my life. Then I believe that's it, Captain. Oh, I didn't know I could only take 2 people. I should have taken Healer Lady. You shall ready your men and have them at your side in an hour. When you arrive at the outskirts, you should find a familiar face waiting for you, your father's. I fail to see how the assistance of my foster father. Yeah, Dagon? What's he doing here? Well, he hasn't really left. He's been invaluable in reporting the movements of our enemies since he arrived. Your father is an excellent scout, one of the best I've seen. Haven't seen me in action, then. Dagon's been reporting on troop movements for some time. He'll likely have useful information to share with you. In the meantime, I recommend that you outfit yourself and your companions as necessary. Your men have gathered on the keep in case you need them. Alright. Very well, I shall return. Oh, okay.
Yes? Is there something you wish of me?
Well, how am I supposed to outfit them and get them equipped whenever all I can do is just talk to them and do the conversation stuff? I guess we're ready. Yep. Then we shall do our best to prepare the keep for your return. May the battle go well. I'll return when the bridges are no more. Of course, Captain. We'll be ready. Alright, so the party is not exactly what I wanted, but you know what? Jarrow's, he is a powerhouse, and we got archers, so it'll just be me and Cassavir up front. Archers taking some shots. Oh, it's just 3 of them?
Sir, we've arrived at the outskirts. With all this smoke in the air, the enemy can't be far.
Let me stand in the forefront. I'll draw their fire and protect you as long as I can.
So, you've arrived. We have little time, for your men fight for their lives as we speak.
Father, good to see you.
Save your greetings. You travel with one who helped destroy West Harbor, and many lives since.
You do not strike me as an impractical man, Scout. Know what will happen here if we allow ourselves to be distracted by the past. For all that happened at West Harbor, we march against another who would do the same to all of Neverwinter. Let us face him. Then you and I may fight amongst ourselves in easier times.
So be it, Jarrow. All of you, listen to me. I have spent some time observing the battlefield. Though your men fight in the fields, the true test will come at the bridges.
What have you seen at the first bridge?
The enemy has the first bridge well defended. Skeletal archers and shadow priests line the rear, while undead warriors block the bridge itself.
Second bridge?
They have yet to assemble a strong force at the far bridge. What I have seen may be deceptive. For certain, a Shadow Reaver is present there. So tread carefully.
Well, it's a good thing I brought Jero then, so he can recite the word and we can kill it. Now, let's not waste any time.
Farewell then. I will return to the keep. Guard yourself well and move swiftly.
Thanks for your help, Dad.
Thank me by destroying those bridges, and that will be thanks enough. Guard yourself and return quickly.
See, I try to be nice to him, and he's like, shut up, boy. I hate you. Stop talking. Just time for the buffs. I am using the correct sword. Yes, okay. Doot, doot. Doot, doot.
All of you, follow me!
You can go ahead and cast your stuff too. And levels up for Jero. Spend your points, spend your points. You know what? I'm not using the that haste spell as much as I thought I would. Where is it? Flee the scene. Take that off. Give me the ice spell back. And okay, nothing else. Nothing else? Nothing else.
Yes.
And Cassavir. Spend your points. Nothing else. Spell slots? Oh, spell slots. What does Castigate do? All creatures whose alignment differ from yours in the law and chaos. Okay, so it's a big AoE thing. And it would be kind of bad for us as well. Death Ward would be good. Third level. Just do another hit of prayer, but I don't even use the one that I got. Sure. And then first level. Or no, second level. Bull strength? Okay, you don't have bear's endurance. That's whatever's.
Let us attack.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Need to actually cast the spells. Magic Circle. Map is... Okay, we're up here. I guess we're going to push to the second bridge to destroy it first and then come back. Oh, wait. Armor. There. You guys need to back the heck up. I guess I need to get closer. Mini dudes, how about a little bit of fire? Boom! Piece of cake. Cam, we're glad to see you. As always, we're at your disposal. Who would you like us to follow? Note the influence of each of your companions will convey bonuses and penalties to the troops under their command. Cassavir. I am honored. Allies of Crossroad Keep. It is my honor to lead you as well. Hey, isn't this where we fought that last Shadow Reaver guy? I guess I'm going this way. One Shadow Priest. Oh, lizard guys. With skeletons. Yeah. Big zip zaps. Hey, how about a little bit of chain lightning? Most of you guys are actually near dead. Big zip zaps. It's done, Birdman. I have finished adding my pantsu to the vault. Now you have a bottom line for what you've spent over the years. It's noteworthy. Uh-oh. Rare and stuff, Crispy Lemur. Alright, what is the value of your collection? Oh, Sunlight Sling? You know, if we were using L anymore, this would be not really all that good for her. Never mind. We'll sell it. Chillin'? Nice. Sadly, I did not bring any healer, because I thought I was going to be able to bring a little bit more people. Hey, Cassavir, wait a second. Yeah, healer kit +1? Yeah. Heal him. Cassavir's trying to heal him and the guy keeps running ahead.
Yes.
Alright, where is this bridge that we're supposed to get to? Apparently I just didn't see it this way. Oh, it's further ahead. No. 80 packs totaling to 265 individual trophies collected since 2015 to present. $2,075.43. That is not a small number. But it is a world record number. Hang on. I got something for you. You guys, just, can I... This work? Nobody get in front of me. Alright, that did absolutely nothing. That was a complete waste. I think Cone of Cold is busted. I think all the cone spells are. Almost all paid for donating plasma. So you paid for the pantsu with blood. Oh, we actually have a scroll bar on our party member. Oh, party menu. That guy is hurting.
Yes.
Cassavir, you're the closest thing we got to a healer, because oops-a-doodle.
I am listening.
See, examine. Okay, he is a level 6 fighter. That's what we made. Choosing the best of the best. Gave him all the good gear that we could get. And he's level 6. Amulet of Natural Armor +3. Wait, is somebody... Oh, there's dudes up there? Oh, it's just a trap. Yeah, whatever. Ow, 41? Rip in peace, guys. Cassavir, I need you to give him heals again.
I can do that.
I'm glad you can.
New enemies have revealed themselves.
I'm gonna put this on these guys back here. So we've got archers and mages. My least favorite things to fight against. You gonna do it? What happened? Come on. Okay, I actually might need to switch to a different camera mode. Let's see. This one. Nope. There we go. Oh, you can't even pan it that far. I just want to... There. And he won't do it. Okay, never mind. We're just going in. Little fire. Everybody stand up, get out of the derp. I think we're going to lose all of our soldiers before we even get to the second bridge. Alright, who's standing back here? Jarrow.
Hey, steal, villain!
Cassavir's almost dead. What happened to you?
Yes.
I guess a lot of things happened to him. Go ahead and do your things. How many lay hands do you got? That's a remove disease. You get 1 lay hands. Sure. Oh, wow. 152? I was expecting a lot less.
It seems enemies have arrived.
Yeah, we lost, our party thing no longer has a scroll bar. Oh, go ahead, heal this guy. Heal that guy. And sure, why not? Heal the last one as well. And I think Amonjero had an ability that gave him fast healing. Thought he did. I remember reading about it last time. But I don't see anything like that. Got damage reduction, deceive item, Elder's Lore. Ah, Fiendish Resilience. That might be it. Need to just hotkey that. He only gets 1 use of it, though.
I am listening.
Alright, I only had the 1 use of Cone of Cold. Oh no, I triggered a trap.
Dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit? I've got healing. Uh-oh, everybody's running ahead. Charge! Meant to do a hydrate. Too bad, I got dragon fruit instead. Really am tired. Been at this vault assembly since 2 p.m. Dang, you have been at it for a while. And you're doing it all in HTML? Oh, we got... Oh, it's just a Shadow Priest skeleton. Tasha's hideous laughter. You know what? I'm going to make this Shadow Priest laugh. I'm going to tell him a really bad pun. I'm going to tell him the joke about the farmer and the wizard's daughter. Or no, the wizard and the farmer's daughter.
Master, the shard bearer.
Ah, the captain of Crossroad Keep. It has been some time.
Your forces haven't been very impressive so far. Enjoying your new life as your master's tool?
A tool I may be, but even so, I command more power than the most elite of Farron. Let me show you what I mean.
You are a fool to have come here.
Behold, 2 more guys. Oh, okay, he's actually got some people.
You may stand atop the battlements now, but know that I have come to reclaim my former home.
Seems to me you didn't learn the first time we fought. If you wish to be humiliated twice, I'll happily oblige.
Things have changed, Shardbearer. My king will soon tear through the confines of his prison. His power crosses such boundaries, and may be granted to vessels of his choosing, like me.
Can we just get to the fighting? Oh, he's... they've gotten bigger! Is that meant to frighten me?
No. My intention is to kill you. Fear is but sweet excess. Enjoy yourselves here while you can. I look forward to our next meeting, should you survive.
Hey, why don't you stay? It'll be fun. Fine.
Now, Captain, you will die. I'll handle this.
Kaboom!
Globes, Gagan. Your foster father seems to have followed us.
No time for questions, child. The enemy awaits.
And it's time for some haste. Cassavir, stay close. Jarrow, you don't really benefit from haste. Go ahead and cast your Stone Skin. What's the AoE on prayer? Big enough. What else I got? Well, the one guy that I was going to tell a bad pun to, the undead, should be the protagonists. You know, if you play Wrath of the Righteous, you could go with the Lich path, and all of your guys will be undead. You will have undead armies and stuff. And that is how you will defeat the demon invasion. Could just cause problems for them. Just, you know, some small problems. Or I cause problems for everybody. Boom! How about another? You know, just for the funs of it. Ah, uh-oh. Actually, this might be bad for Jarrow. No, wait, not that way. This way. Just fire. Or better yet, instead of any of that nonsense, slam one of these Healy potions.
I can do that.
Did he drink it?
Let us attack.
So, X-Plane 12 touts itself as super realistic flight sim. Well, that's BS because your house isn't there. Should know because I just crashed a helicopter where it should have been. Sounds like they didn't do their homework. If I just acid cloud that guy there. And firewall that one over there.
Betrayer.
Cassavir, deal with these guys.
Settle this.
New enemies have revealed themselves.
Anyway, I caused some problems over here. The problems are... He actually doesn't seem to be bothered. This would actually be a good time to have something like magic missile. Wait, nope, not that guy. Not that one. This one. Oh, hey. Something like magic missile? Like, a lot of magic missiles? Fly in the sky and soar. Or wind to thy wings, but that's what I usually say as a farewell. Hi, I'm here. All our gray cloak soldiers are dead.
Captain, the bridges have been cleared.
You did well. Now let us destroy them while we can.
I need to loot first. It's a fine sight to see you all up there, however unexpected.
Your gratitude is welcome, but again, we have little time. I had to come here, and I made the right choice. Father's instinct still has some value, it seems.
So it seems. Let's move the blast globes to the bridges. Perhaps another subject for later. Men, plant the globes and move back across the bridges. Swim in the sea. Fibsh. See? Racker knows how the correct spelling of fish. Of fibsh. Garrus will have a harder time moving forward now. Let's return to the keep. Well done, men. Let's get back to the keep. I would like to loot the stuff. Oh. I should have looted during the fight.
I think the soldiers will be pleased at our news.
We did well, and warm blankets and hot food will greet us tonight. The destruction of the bridges should help. Hopefully it'll help.
Captain, I heard that you had just arrived. It is good to see you safe.
What happened to all the men that I sent out there? It was a sound of victory, though not without cost.
Despite our victory, we bring unwelcome news. Black Garius was present, and possesses powers that can turn the battle in their favor.
This is no normal darkness from the Shadow Man. This is advanced darkness. Some foul magic is at play. Some enchantment of the Shadow Man.
Garius can empower the dead, making them stronger. With that power, even their weakest foot soldiers become a threat to us.
Large they may be, but skeleton bones will still break, just as rotting flesh may still be pierced.
Well, they fell to our attacks today. Let them try to withstand the might of the keep. When night comes, it will be but one of our... Nope, I'm gonna do that. Let them try to come and withstand the might of our keep, which will not really try to inflict any might upon them.
But this talk can wait for later. Come, you must all be hungry. Rest tonight. And we'll discuss today's events on the morrow.
You are back. We were beginning to wonder with the sun so low in the sky. You are not seriously planning on fighting atop the walls, are you?
That sounds rad. 100%. I'd like to take the battle to them for once.
I can understand. It's just... well, it's risky. Sometimes I just wonder what's to be gained by you throwing yourself into situations like this again and again.
XP,
I know the
loot.
King of Shadows must be stopped, but I don't understand why it always has to be you. Look, come with me up to the castle walls. I want to show you something. Might put things in perspective.
Alright, lead on.
Do you see the sky?
Oh.
The way the shadows twine themselves with the clouds, with the wind. That will not last. It will grow stronger in time. The shadow will seep into the winds and into far lands. Not just in the Mare. Not just in Neverwinter. Your battle is not simply for this keep, but for Farron itself. For its heart.
Sounds like it was like that was your job before you abandoned it. Yeah, throw that in her face. Let's deal with this keep first, then worry about Farron.
No, please. Listen to me. I thought that protecting the Mare, protecting the land was my duty, mine alone. But after what happened with the Circle and seeing how the shadows seeped into them, it reminded me how my strong connection to you kept me from the same fate. You see, I think that in the years that I watched you in West Harbor, maybe I wasn't neglecting the Mare at all, but seeing what could save it. If only the Circle would realize it, that perhaps villagers dwelling with the land, that if one of them fought for it, if all of them fought as you did, then something greater could be achieved, and I wanted to thank you. Now, before the battle comes for us again.
I understand, I think.
Also, I fear that I have not always been honest with you. In all matters. I care for you. Not friendship, but deeper. It runs powerfully within me, and I have tried to fight it for some time. But such things cannot be held silent for long.
Oh, do we have a girlfriend? This kind of came out of nowhere. I'm glad you finally admitted it. I was getting tired of postponing this.
Postponing what?
This discussion. You're a little hard to read, so you had me guessing. I thought perhaps tonight we could sleep, together. Let's bang. My laughter. This is too much. This discussion. You're a little hard to read, so you had me guessing.
Oh, I'm still not sure how you feel. You have that face you wear when you don't want people to know what you're thinking.
Why don't you come with me and I can show you? I'm tired of talking.
I am as well. Let us promise to speak no more until the morrow, and we shall enjoy what brief time we have together.
And that's when I showed her my adamantine longsword. Dude's got game. Yeah, I didn't even know we were a thing. This really came out of nowhere. Sir! Sir! Just 5 more minutes, Mommy. Can't be much past midnight, is it? Nope, not yet. Almost. What is it, soldier? I'm very sorry, sir, but Kana has asked me to have you meet her in the war room. Yes, that's what words are. The enemy army has been spotted in the fields outside the keep. Already we can see the siege towers being raised. Sound the alarms. We must be ready for battle. Red alert! And you know what? I think it's what we're going to call it for the night. Because this next part, I remember this next part. And it's going to be it's a part I've been looking forward to replaying since I started this playthrough. And I hope it's as epic as I remember it. So, let's see. Oh, no, I called the last one the Keep. Well, the Keep. This time for reals, yo. The Keep for reals, yo. There. Whoosh. So all this talk, we've been building up our castle, and now they're saying they're going to be laying siege to us. We're going to be fighting up on the walls. I remember this part being really cool. And also, I remember the music that plays here. I liked it enough that I actually kept it. I still have the file for it. And I'm hoping it's not going to be a big letdown. But we got, we have the Shadow Man. He's right outside the keep. Well, he might not be, but his forces are. He's still stuck in his prison somewhere in the mare. And that's gonna, once we deal with the siege business, then we will be ready to go forth and face the Shadow Man. And we will shine a light upon him. But I just saw Tracken started something up, so let's go ahead and get this raid ready and going and started. Oh hey, Bartholomew's playing Crimson Desert. I've been watching Dan play that over on his channel, and I'm really torn on it, because it seems like a good sort of open-worldy adventure RPG, but it also seems really unfocused. At least Morrowind, you had like the main quest, you had the faction quests for you know, Fighters Guild, Mages Guild, you had the different houses you could join. Crimson Desert seems just really, here's a one-off quest, you can go do it, or don't, I don't care. Raid Tracken. So I'm still uncertain if I even want to get that game or not. I probably won't, because it's also a full price game, and I like cheap indies.